Hello again, everyone, and welcome to the first Frickers Roadshow of the year for Defiance College Football. I'm Randy Roberts. Hope to be joined by Jim Bellamy here in just a few minutes. Just a few minutes away from the opening kick, the first road game for the Yellow Jackets this year, as Defiance College is up in Adrian, taking on the Bulldogs of Adrian College. First of all, we want to thank Adrian College and ACTV for allowing us to rebroadcast their video and giving us the feed of the contest today. You see the starting lineup there of the Adrian Bulldog offense. Those of you familiar to high school football in Northwest Ohio might be a name that you are familiar with. Cole Sessler, the leading receiver for the Bulldogs, number 2, is a product of Antwerp High School. So he's made his way north of the border to play for the Bulldogs. Adrian coming off a 14-3 loss against Elmhurst in the season opener. For Defiance, they had their season opener a week ago at home at Cressel Stadium, where they took on number 2 Mount Union and lost 45-6. So we also want to thank Frickers for the first of what will be 5 Frickers Roadshows for Defiance College football. So food, fun, and football here at Frickers. See the starting lineup for the Adrian College defense. A couple of names stand out there. Randall Brown, senior defensive tackle. 10 tackles in that loss to Elmhurst. They did hold Elmhurst to 203 yards. Also with 2 tackles for loss. And a junior linebacker who is wearing number 8, Wades Ashton, added 8 tackles and had 1 for a loss. So for Defiance, again, coming off that loss to Mount Union, they were led by quarterback Jordan Ambrose, went 14-27 for 145 yards with a touchdown and 2 interceptions. Appeared to be bothered by what looked like a knee or lower leg injury. Hoping he is ready to battle back. Is still listed as the starter for that, as you see the starting lineup for the Yellow Jacket offense. So looks like a lot of the same names that you saw a week ago. Don't forget, you can shout out your favorite player. Get a hold of us here at Frickers, defiancewebcast@gmail.com. Tyshawn Freeman held in check last week, just 4 carries for 9 yards. It's actually Kahari Hurt, a freshman, who led the team with 4 carries for 39 yards. Junior receiver Taiwan Rowe had 3 catches for 25 yards. And actually, a name not listed there was Corday McAllister, had a 54-yard pass reception, was the lone touchdown that the Yellow Jackets had last week against Adrian. And now my part is done as we turn things back over to Jim Bellamy.
Appreciate it, Randy. We see the starting lineup for Defiance College on defense. Randy, kind of what stands out to you? I know Richard Pope and Thomas Coltrane, a couple of the more well-sung defenders on the team. Vashawn Palmer in the backfield. It's going to be an interesting test for the guys up front today for the Jackets. See what kind of balance Adrian College brings to the party. Both teams kind of picked preseason to be 5th in their conference. So, you look at that and you think, okay, we're square on that front. But it'll be interesting to see which team kind of imparts its will first on the opponent. I look for the Jackets to continue to build on what was a very impressive pass offense. Despite only putting up 6 points last week, the Jackets' pass offense looked a lot better than it did last year. And I think a lot of that has to do with the maturation process of Jordan Ambrose. He threw a lot of what they call those bucket passes last week, dropping them in the bucket. He had a really soft touch, didn't have to rely as much on the legs. Did look a little hobbled at the end of that game last week. So be curious to see if he is able to utilize the legs still, or if he's going to become more of a pocket passer. But again, the maturation process being what it is on offense for the Jackets, especially with Jordan Ambrose, he can do just fine in the pocket as a passer as long as the offensive line holds up for him.
Yeah, one of the things that kind of stuck out to me getting some notes around for this game was it appeared that Adrian kind of struggled getting the ball downfield take a look at the passing numbers. Ended up with 17 to 27, but for just over 100 yards. So they were only averaging 6.6 yards per pass completion against Elmhurst in their loss. So either it's a struggle trying to get them the ball downfield, or that's just the way that they try to play. But getting a little creative, it looks like
I like it.
Onside kick, yeah.
And the Jackets, it went 5 yards. It actually went about 7. The Jackets recovered. And Defiance College will take over with that first possession. I love that. You don't get the toss, and you have to kick off. Either that or they win the toss and they defer, because they did it last week. I didn't see from the video feed who won the coin toss, but the Jackets get the onside kick recovery, and away we go. The Jackets kicked off, but now they start on offense, so that's a pretty good way to begin the first road game of the season at Adrian.
Yeah, and it's a way it kind of gets your guys' attention, gets the attention of the opponents as well. So a big way to get going here.
You get a nice run up the middle for a first down past the 45 to about the 44 of Adrian College. Nice run to start the game, Randy.
Yeah, and going right back with what we expect with Tyshawn Freeman. And it's good to see, Freeman didn't have 4 carries for 9 yards last week, so be good to get him on track a little bit.
Got a play action. Ambrose rolling out to his left. A short pass complete. First down and more. Nice job taking on that would-be tackler. So a first down for the Jackets. Nice pitch and catch right there. Looked like that was is that Hollinsworth, Randy, number 88?
Yeah, it looked like 88 with the catch. Yeah, I know it's going to be a little bit tough to
lighting's
tell.
The lighting's a little weird in here. Ambrose over the middle. Too tall and intercepted by Adrian College. This one was tipped, and they're bringing it back to the 40, to the 45, 50, and he's finally flung out of bounds. So the onside kick, ironically enough, after the turnover, Adrian College basically loses about 4 yards, and they start at midfield.
Yeah, his pass looks like it's going to be tipped here. We'll see if this thing is thrown. And Jordan trying to fit it into a tight window. Yeah, just a little too high, and it bounces around. It looks like on the deflection it's going to be intercepted. And you see return man trying to set up a block, almost like a kick return at that point, and had a lot of room, and Freeman able to fling him out of bounds right near midfield.
That's a good job by Tyshawn Freeman right there to make that tackle, because he took on a blocker at the end there and still was able to shake that blocker and get the tackle. Otherwise, that could have been taken to the house. So Adrian College starts with a wildcat look, running the ball up. Nice open field tackle right there, but not before they get about 7 yards on the first down carry. Apologize in advance, folks, that the numbers, it looked like that was Brady Raymond, number 1, on the carry, the freshman there. So a little bit of wildcat action right away for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be 2 freshman quarterbacks. That's who played last week for Adrian. Raymond was 11 of 12 for 97 yards with 2 picks. Also added 50 yards rushing.
Wide open and down to the 5-yard line. That's a big-time pitch and catch right there for Adrian College. And Randy, he was left wide open. Safety didn't pick him up.
Yeah, it looks like Noah Vivian, number 84, just left open in the seam, and with a lot of time, that's, like you said, an easy pitch and catch.
Get the second replay right there of the wide open look over the middle, sets up a 1st and goal. So Defiance College gets creative, as Randy said, with the opening onside kick, recovers, but turns it over, and Adrian College now has a goal to go on this opening possession with just under 14 to play here in quarter number 1. Handoff going left side, but this one's going nowhere. Excellent open field tackle right there. Was that Pope? Yeah, that was Richard Pope, the 4th on the stop, number 42.
And this isn't Adrian's forte, just straight ahead power football. This is something that looked like they've struggled with. So this might really help out Defiance here, this tough goal-to-go situation.
Again, Adrian opens up with the wildcat look on the first play. Hits the deep shot as the Jackets are late getting a defender on, and they're going to have to burn a timeout here, I believe. They might have, discombobulated, I guess is the best way to say it.
Yeah, it looked like they were looking for a certain package of players, and the players on the field realized that they had the wrong grouping out there. So I don't know if they were getting rid of a linebacker to bring in some extra linemen, but a little confused in what exactly the personnel was supposed to be, and not a position you want to be in if you're Defiance to use a timeout defensively in a tough situation like that.
Mercy Health is a proud sponsor of Defiance College Athletics and today's official game day sponsor. Mercy Health offers high-quality health care you need and the compassion you deserve. Our expert doctors, nurses, and caregivers are committed to helping you be well in mind, body, and spirit. So thank you to Mercy Health, one of today's valued sponsors. And again, defiancewebcast@gmail.com, as Randy mentioned before, is how you get hold of us. We'll be saying hello to everybody. And again, thank you very much to Adrian College for the use of the feed. We greatly appreciate these Frickers road games, and it's all made possible by the road team providing their feed. Here's a toss to the corner end zone. This one is caught for a touchdown. That's a beautiful catch right there. And that is number 10, Ben Karlesk on the catch. Just out of camera view right there, but you can see on this replay, Randy, a nice corner route.
Yeah, he throws it up in a spot where only his guy can go get it, and tough to tell exactly what happened there with the angle change of the camera. We just appreciate that Adrian had one right there where you see the roll over, but a good throw and a better catch.
Kick is up, kick is good, and the Frickers scoreboard shows Adrian College on top 7-0. And just a couple minutes into the game, so kind of a bizarre start to the game, Randy. Jackets get the opening onside kick. They're moving the ball past midfield, and then just the errant pass turned it over. And it's not what we're used to seeing at Ambrose so far this season. Usually he's got a little bit better touch with that, but put a little bit too much on that pass right there and led to the interception.
Yeah, tough break. Defiance came out, did something unscheduled, got the onside kick, felt like things are going their way. The interception on the bomb, some say you can kind of treat it like a punt. Got the long return back, and you put yourself kind of in a tough spot here early on.
So the Jackets will receive the kick now as Adrian College maybe caught off guard, but did a nice adjustment on defense with the interception and the big return past midfield, and were able to cash in thanks in part to a big pass play and got them in goal-to-go situation. So, again, Adrian College not really built to run against this Jackets defense, so the defensive backs are really going to have to stiffen up. Kick return coming back to the 15, close to the 20. And that's where the Jackets will start, approximately the 18-19-yard line. So 13:09 to play here in quarter number one. Adrian College leads Defiance College 7-0. Jackets have already burned one timeout on defense on that last possession. We'll see what the offense will do here in the second possession. Freeman looked pretty good on that run up the middle on that last drive. We'll see if they go back to that.
Yeah, and I think if you're Defiance, the smartest thing you can do is just feed the big guy. He really looked like someone that is able to carry the load today. You want to see, I'd like to see 20, 25 carries out of him today.
And nothing wrong with mixing it up, too. The Jackets are pretty deep at the running back position. You get the bulldozer Freeman in there, able to run in between the tackles and make some run over some people, frankly. As Ambrose, it looks like that leg's doing a little bit better this week, Randy.
Yeah, this is good to see after the struggles he had against Mount Union. And again, we mentioned it a handful of times during that game last week. Jackets aren't going to see another team like Mount Union the rest of the year.
No.
And no offense to the HCAC, but there's no Mount Union in the conference. So it was a good test. You went up against, really the best in the country in Division III, and it's only going to make you stronger.
There's Freeman. Was running up the middle. Tackle kind of forced him to go a little bit left. Got a couple yards on that one, but not much more as the defense didn't allow him to break that one to the outside. 2nd down and 8 coming up for the Jackets. Is a pitch to Freeman going right side. Runs over a would-be tackler and gets out to the 36-yard line.
I'd like to see him swing that out a little bit more. He kind of cut upfield and looked for the hit instead of spreading that out and maybe trying to run around it. But He looks like one of those guys who's looking for the contact. You know, you could have a Deisler out there, and Deisler's one of those guys that would run away from it.
Third and short. Oh, dropped a would-be first down at the 42-yard line, so the Jackets are going to be forced to at least make a decision here. As you can see, Adrian College on defense telling the defense, well, hold up, don't send the punt team out yet. Now the Jackets send the punt team out, so Adrian College will make the switch. But I think that's not a bad idea if you're Adrian College to just kind of pump the brakes for a second and see what the offense is going to do out there.
Yeah, you can almost see this as a save, you know, and your base defense has taught that too, a little safe defense where you're not sure what's coming. You might not be able to set up a return, but this has been an absolute weapon for Defiance early part of the season too. It was Balonis has averaged 49 yards per punt.
Almost 50 yards a punt. Yeah, I think he was 50.5 last week, if I remember right. So, I mean, it was definitely that third part, often overlooked the special teams aspect of a football team, but to have confidence in your punt team, knowing that you're not going to have, knock wood, you're not going to have breakdowns in the blocking aspect of it, because last week Mount Union did get pretty close a few times to almost tipping one, but I mean, it was all for naught as the average is about 50 yards a kick. Adrian on its second possession right now from the 30-yard line as Jackets show pressure, run up the middle. Not much of a gain there, give maybe a yard out to the 30.
Yeah, it's going to be what Defiance is going to have to do. Saw Coltrane kind of finish that up, but Coltrane and Pope, like we mentioned, the stalwarts for this defense, held in check a little bit last week against Mount Union, and expect them to kind of bounce back in a big way today.
So the Jackets' defensive front, I think Adrian is going to just use the run to set up the pass. You'll see kind of the if we get a couple, we get a couple, but for the most part, it's going to be plays like this where they're taking their shot, and this one is knocked away incomplete. No laundry on the field. That's a good sign, which makes it third down and long for Adrian College.
That one kind of thrown into double coverage. And we're kind of wonder, two freshmen for Adrian got the plays at quarterback, so it might be a little bit of some growing pains for the Bulldogs.
See what comes of 3rd and 9 at the 30-yard line for the Bulldogs. 11:07 to play here in the first quarter. 7-0 Adrian scores on its opening possession. High snap. No pressure. Now a sack. This play's going to be blown dead.
Yeah, the officials kind of let that go a little bit longer than I thought they would.
I
guess that the pile was still moving forward a little bit, so I think they were going to let it go. With it being a third down, if you break out of it, maybe you take off, get a first down, but eventually the Jackets able to make a big stop, and that's what you want to see. You got the punt, you pinned Adrian back to their 30, now you're forcing them to punt, and hopefully if you're Defiance, you're either going to obviously you want to block this. If you don't, you want to win the field position battle here.
You also want to watch out for a fake here as there's nobody back deep to protect, but they go ahead and do the traditional punt. This one, a monster kick back to about the 21-yard line. Returned up right side. Going to make a man miss, sidestep, and go to about the 43-yard line. Nice return for the Jackets right there, Randy, as that was Tawan Rome on the return.
Yeah, and got 3 touches last week from the receiver spot, just trying to find creative ways for your playmakers to get the ball. We talked about this the last couple of years. Especially remember when Defiance had some struggles with the passing game. You had to get your receivers involved in the running game, and it's just guys that are explosive with the football. They got to find different ways for them to touch the rock.
Next possession for the Jackets. This one, pretty good starting field position, about where they started after the onside kick as they hand off to Freeman. Freeman gets about 2, maybe 3 on the run right there, but he was pretty well bottled up by the Adrian College front.
Yeah, same thing there we saw with Adrian on that third down play. The officials are going to kind of let him play it as long as that pile looks like it's still moving forward a little bit. The officials aren't going to blow it dead right away.
Recker goes in motion from left to right, and he'll line up on the end. The receiver takes a step back. Freeman bouncing, rolling, getting about to the 48-yard line. A nice chunk play again on the ground for the Jackets.
Yeah, you got to like Tyshawn. What he did there, he was patient, didn't outrun his blockers, kind of bounced off of him, waiting for him to get in front of him, and was able to get a couple of yards there. And it's, see the scoreboard there, 3rd and 5, so a manageable third down situation here for the Yellow Jackets.
Quick pass. Incomplete. I think he might have caught him off guard with how quick that ball was thrown. I don't think he turned around for the ball quite yet.
I think the contact came right when the ball did. That one was timed really well by Adrian.
So that pass falls incomplete. Pass was originally intended for, looks like Hollinsworth, one of those freshmen. And the Jackets will be forced to punt on 4th and 5. 9:14 to play here in the first quarter. Adrian College up 7-0. Jackets looking to pin him deep once again. High snap, and this one's going, just falls on it. Yep, that's all you really can do right there. So bad snap right there to the punter, and Adrian College is going to take over inside the red zone at the 18.
Yeah, tough break for Defiance, and one thing that didn't happen much last week was miscues on special teams, but one there in a tough break, and it's going to give Adrian great field position inside the red zone.
For folks out there who are in Defiance and in the immediate surrounding areas watching the stream, if you got a little time on your hands and you want some good food, why don't you come join us here at Frickers in Defiance? We're located just by the Wiener Center, and this is they got a whole room set up for us, so we appreciate the hospitality at Frickers. As Adrian has a first down inside the red zone, we get a stoppage of play. And we might have a delay game here. Official mark it 5 yards eventually. He'll get 5 yards. There you go. Out to about the 23-yard line. So now not officially a red zone trip anymore if there's a silver lining in that. But Adrian College looking to potentially double up that 7-0 lead. But, yeah, Randy, I mean, this is a pretty sweet little setup we have here. So if folks are watching the stream around this area and you want to come join us, get some good food, come to Frickers in Defiance. We'd love to say hi to you.
Yeah, glad to be invited back for a second year.
The pile isn't moving that time. It's only moving backwards.
Yeah, good second effort here. That's a play that a year ago it was broken, and the Adrian College quarterback would have been on his way to the end zone for a touchdown. But this time, that one really bottled up, and a good job of the second effort kind of holding that to gain of just 1.
So 2nd and 14 for Adrian after the 5-yard delay game walk-off before. Coming up on 8.5 to play here in quarter number 1. Jackets have shown some promise on offense, but that interception was really kind of a backbreaker to that opening drive. Play action pass looking to take a shot. He's going to break the pocket, and he's got some room to run. He slips out of a tackle. Good hit right there, knocks him out of bounds, and we get a flag at the end there. We'll see if this one's coming back on a hold or if this is a helmet-to-helmet hit.
That one came during the scramble. So interesting to see what this is. Right now it's going to be a 4th and short.
Depends on the infraction.
Officials taking a long time to sort through this. Yeah, you see the marker on the top of your screen, so it looks like no inadvertent flag. All right, so 4th and about 4-ish. Trying to look at the spot of the marker.
I think it's 3rd, actually. I think it's only 3rd and short. We'll see here in a second as we're at the mercy of the camera angle we get. I saw the down marker coming. It looked like it was on 3 unless they were going to switch it to 4. Either way, it's a short yardage situation for the Jackets defense. They're going to need to stiffen up here. Run up the middle, going nowhere. This one's going to be short, and that'll bring up, I believe that'll bring up the 4th down and short for Adrian College. We'll see what they do. I think if you're in this kind of position, probably going to burn a timeout here and check. Nope, looks like they're going to send the kicking.
Yeah, they're going to take the points. This is an Adrian team that struggled to score, so taking a 2-possession lead would be big for them.
So 7-0. Adrian looking to build on that lead with this short field goal attempt. About a 28-yarder. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the Frickers scoreboard now shows Adrian College ahead 10-0 over the Jackets. You see some of the statistics on the screen. 32 rushing yards for the Jackets compared to 17 for Adrian. 46 passing yards compared to 10 for Defiance College. So, again, the way to attack the opponent. Looks like the Jackets are comfortable running the ball, making some things happen on the ground. Conversely, the Bulldogs looking to attack through the air so far.
Yeah, down 10 doesn't really set you back a whole lot right now for Defiance. So one thing you don't want to see them do is kind of scramble a little bit and get away from what they're going to do. But running the football seems to be working. You see the numbers there, 6 carries for 32 yards. So 5 yards a run so far. So
I'll take that.
Yeah, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
So, again, 10-0 your score on the Frickers scoreboard. Adrian College gets ready to kick off, and the Jackets going to have to keep an eye on the Bulldogs kickoff. Thank you to everybody who's tuning in today. And, again, if you are nearby, not that we want to adversely harm our viewership totals, but we have you here at Frickers and Defiance. That's great food here, great company.
If you want to see how the sausage is made.
10-0 your score.
You want to see guys on headsets looking at a TV.
Talking to a TV.
That's right. Come on in.
It's really no different than Sunday for me.
That's right.
Except I'm talking instead of yelling this time. Handoff up the middle. I think that might be Deisler as he gets hit behind the line of scrimmage for a short loss. Again, spelling Freeman at least for one possession here.
And he's not really your between the tackles guy. That's a guy that you want to see kind of break to the outside.
Freeman checks back in. He's on the right hip of Ambrose on this second down. 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs in the backfield. Freeman gets the handoff. Nope, it's a fake. Goes to Deisler. Deisler isn't able to make that man miss at the 30, stretches the ball forward to about the 31. It'll bring up a 3rd down and medium.
A nice job with the fake, and it looks like a lot of people bid on that on the run fake. Deisler just able to slip out and able to get some yardage, and another manageable 3rd down play coming up here for the Jackets.
Scoreboard actually is marking it as a 1st down, but it's a 3rd and about 3. Ambrose going to run, but he's going to be met. Going to keep those legs moving. He's going to be short, but he's going to be close.
Yeah,
so design quarterback draw right there by Ambrose, and good defense.
Yeah, I want to see how much of a dice roller is Coach Nickel. It looks like he's got his punt team out there for 4th and about 2, it looks like.
Yep. Again, only 10-0. A lot of football left to play. So first things first here, get a good snap, a better snap than the last time.
It was good to see the Yellow Jacket defense after that high snap hold Adrian to just a field goal.
Beautiful kick, fielded, coming up to field it, and unable to shake the tacklers right there as they did a good job of stretching him out. 32, Sutherland on the tackle right there, one of the freshman defensive backs on special teams for the Jackets.
Yeah, good job in the open field after the first missed tackle, but the pursuit right there. So things are looking up for Defiance. I know it doesn't show it on the scoreboard. Team playing much better coming off the tough loss last week.
Yep, and that big pass completion on that touchdown drive for Adrian, they really haven't given up a big play since then.
No,
so
they
I
haven't.
mean, the Jackets on defense, especially the DBs, have made a decent accounting for themselves recovering from that one big play. Screen pass, caught, good blocking, and it allows the receiver to free up, get past midfield, and he's still moving the pile as they throw him finally out of bounds right there. Good screen pass, and again, good blocking by the wide out on the left-hand side to free him up and give him a nice gain on 1st down.
That was a long throw, too, from the far hash coming all the way back to the near sideline. That was
Kolosk, number 10 on the catch right there. No pronunciation guide under the Adrian roster, so we apologize if we got that name wrong. Play action. Jackets looking to get pressure. He's scrambling, but he's getting nowhere. Good job coming up on defense right there was Red. Jalen Red was able to get him around the legs and force him out of bounds after maybe getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Jalen Red had a big game last week defensively for the Jackets, and realized once that was going to be a scramble, came up, forced a little pressure, and forced Raymond to go out of bounds.
And Raymond also wasn't able to sidestep as he just kind of took a direct path to the quarterback and was saying, "You're not going to get around me this time. I'm gonna take you by the legs and knock you down." So he actually lost a couple yards on that play back to the 47-yard line. Taking a shot down the left side, just out of the reach of the would-be receiver right there. So good pass attempt going for, is that Sessler?
Townsend, number 3, just stretching out, can't make it.
Oh, my bad. Yep. Actually, I think number 3 is Townsend down there. So as we get a flag on the play. And no movement of the ball, so it's still 3rd and long, 3rd and 13, as you can see on the
flag picked up.
That's the second time,
thrown. Yeah, that was weird.
So a 3rd and 13 here for Adrian College in plus territory. Pope trying to get pressure off the far side as he's taking a shot down the middle. A little bit too far, no laundry. 4th down. And the Bulldogs will have to punt. It's a good stop right there by the Jackets, Randy.
Yeah, we could see, we talked a little bit, Adrian just struggling getting the ball downfield just 6.6 yards a week ago on pass attempts. And you kind of see why, as it seems like there is no kind of short game or intermediate game. Just about everything is just chucking the ball downfield for him.
Javen Gaines, number 67, the freshman D lineman, is the injured Jacket. They'll tend to him, and we'll come back here to Frickers and Defiance, food, fun, and football. And, Randy, there's a lot of good stuff on the menu here at Frickers.
There is. I went through my smorgasbord of eats before our contest.
I have yet to order.
As well.
Yeah, I have yet to order, so I'm going to be placing my order here in a little bit. Probably eat at halftime, so I don't have to eat like a 16-year-old because my body does not react well to trying to shovel food.
You don't want to scarf that down real quick? No. Oh, Ken says no. He doesn't want to see you scarf it down real quick.
Now Ken knows the struggle is real trying to eat like a teenager when you've surpassed your teenage years. I guess we'll just put it that way.
I have noticed a change now that I've turned 40 here recently. I've noticed the body doesn't react the way it used to.
No, it's not as easy. I was putting a bed frame together for my daughter last night, and I was telling my wife in my 20s I'd be able to sit on my knees on a wood floor and put this stuff together, and just nope, my body's telling me that please don't do that anymore. Jackets again sending a player off late. Out of the stoppage is Adrian again, not setting up punt protect up the middle. So if there's a vulnerable spot, could be up the gut. Low snap, fielded cleanly though. This punt's going to go into the end zone. Good fake right there by the return man to let that ball bounce and go into the end zone.
Yeah, usually, the rule was that you put your heels at the 10. If it went over your head, you let it go. Well, punters got so good that they had to move it back to the 5, and now that's even questionable. The turf field, you just never know how the ball's going to react.
BSN providing all of your Defiance College gear. We remove the hassles related to purchasing uniforms, equipment, and spirit wear and anything else your athletic program needs, giving you more time to impact lives on the field. Visit us on the Defiance College Athletics website. BSN Sports, the heart of the game. Short play, nice chunk play right there on first down to get him about 5 or 6 yards. That one went to Tawan Rome. And Rome gets him about 4 on that one, maybe 5. Bring up a second and manageable for the Jackets as the first quarter. Still plenty of time to play. Here's a fake and a throw out to Recker. Recker getting close to the 30-yard line, almost a first down. Good open field tackle right there by the Bulldogs, but not before Recker on the fake run. They're able to squeeze out and just get a nice touch on the pass right there because the defender was right on his hip.
Yeah, it was a good play by Recker. That looked like at first that might have been a designed run, and then when Ambrose realized that the pressure was coming, Recker was able to roll with them and be that man, kind of that safety valve. Jordan able to get him the football and get what appears to be a first down out of it.
Hand off to Freeman. If it wasn't a first down before, it's a first down now.
Yeah, this is what you want to see Freeman do all afternoon. He's just, you see the first contact right at the line of scrimmage. What does he do? Drives that pile forward.
Take him
so
on
it could have been a 1-yard gain. Is going to turn into 5 or 6 by the time he's down, and then he's going to have his helmet ripped off, so he's probably going to sit out a play.
We'll see if that flag is related to that. We have 2 penalty flags on the field. So I'd have to think that we're probably not going to pick these up if there's 2 flags in 2 separate areas. If he gets the helmet ripped off, you got to think the penalty would be related to that.
Especially because I think he was already down. Yeah, we're going to get the face.
There you go.
Yeah,
helmet doesn't come off usually by accident.
He needed a little bit of help getting that off.
Again, you just do what you got to do sometimes when you're taking on a guy as big as Tyshawn Freeman. Is you reach in there to try to make a tackle, and Freeman's got his head down and he's driving the pile.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this helmet's at waist height right there, at waist level. So you just accidentally grab that face mask and can't let go. Up the middle run. Nice job of getting through the defense for about 8 yards right there. There's Sloan.
Deisler. Yeah,
Deisler,
just straight ahead, just squirted through. Little hole just to the left of the center. They're working that left side, and that's about all he needed.
So they're swapping the running backs.
Deisler's going to come down here to the bottom of the screen. So they've Defiance has realized that maybe their best look on offense is now they're going to make a change. But their best look might be having both Deisler and Freeman on the field.
Or Sloan and Freeman.
Yeah, or Sloan and Freeman as the case is now.
Run up the middle. This is going to get some yardage. Inside the 25 to the 20 to 15 to the 10 to the 5. Tackled way high right there and down at the 3-yard line. Sidestep right there by Ambrose, was able to cut it back to the left and was able to get that ball down, as you can see on this instant replay, running through the tacklers, took the corner, and then just tried for one last push inside the 5 to get that ball in, marks it at the 3. We get a hand, again, that's I think a designed quarterback run again right there. This one goes nowhere, might have lost a yard, but great run by Jordan Ambrose right there to set him up in a goal-to-go situation.
Yeah, nice job on that long run to able to break free, and like you said, Jim, bit of a high tackle. I'm surprised that didn't get looked at by the officials, too, up around the neck.
Yeah, it looked like he got him kind of on the bottom part of the helmet around the ear.
Yeah.
Again, just trying to get whatever you can get. Unfortunately for the Jackets, no laundry on that one, but as we get another late substitution, might be Sloan again coming in.
Yeah,
Freeman,
little
left
extra
side.
protection.
Touchdown, Jackets! Tyshawn Freeman finds his first end zone trip of the season to be at Adrian College, and it cuts the lead to 10-6.
Yeah, they bring in the extra blocker to work the right side. Now you kind of wonder if this was done on purpose, because you see them and then they're going to run away from it. So if they're just a body short, it was Recker that ran in there late. So it's maybe a personnel issue. They wanted 3 receivers and maybe change it up, wanted to go with the tight end. But at any rate, it works for the score.
Extra point is up. Extra point is good. So the Frickers scoreboard now shows Defiance College back in this one, 10-7 with 41 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Again, defiancewebcast@gmail.com is how you reach us. Take a look at some quick stats. Randy, it's a domination on the ground for the Jackets, 92 rushing yards to 14. But again, you look at the passing yards, 65-22 advantage Adrian. Jackets outgaining him 114-79 total offense, and they also have the big edge in time of possession, about 8:42 to 5:37, as you see on the bottom left of your screen.
Yeah, you take away that pass play for the score, and this is a completely different ball game. Good to see the Jackets battle back, shown that they can put a good drive together, have proven they can stop this Adrian offense. So another stop, another score, and the Jackets will be in really good shape here.
Now, football is typically a game of adjustments, as you see, kind of those in-game adjustments taking place all the time.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of adjustments do you make if you're Adrian College, knowing you're so susceptible to the run today?
Well, you can your DBs can come up and play in run, and then you're kind of leaving guys one-on-one on the outside. Defiance hasn't really shown a lot throwing the ball downfield, really haven't had to. And so you kind of leave guys, maybe, if you like Rome in a one-on-one situation or Bigham's in a one-on-one. Apparently this ball was downed.
And Adrian was just as surprised as anybody right there as that ball took a funky hop. They call it down where it was. Are they considering that more like a fair catch kind of deal?
Yeah, it must have.
Because his knee wasn't down.
That was a very odd play, and I think in this
You're saying
day
the ball
and age
was dead?
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to give him the benefit of the doubt and give him that at the 25 or.
We'll see where they mark it, but that's the only thing that makes logical sense, because the player's knee wasn't down when he returned. And there's really no such thing as a dead ball in the field to play on a kick. Not on a kickoff.
So
they're
going
to mark it down, yeah.
So maybe he did. Did he drop down to a knee to field it and we just not see it?
Whatever the situation is, Adrian College will start this possession at the 15-yard line. Now they only lead by 3, 10-7. Pitch going left. A good job of stringing him out right there for a very, very short gain. That was Jalen Redd, number 4, shedding the would-be blocker and forcing the running back to go completely east-west and out of bounds for no gain.
Yeah, really late pitch out of Raymond. They pushed that to that far boundary, and Defiance just strung that out as far as they could. Adrian just kind of ran out of room and had to go out of bounds.
So 2nd and 10 by the Jackets. A stop here and some decent field position for the Jackets, and you never know. Again, tons and tons of time left to play in this football game. Going to take a shot. Good coverage. Great coverage right there by the Jackets, Randy. They're taking their shots, but now the DBs, again, making a good accounting for themselves after that one big pass play. Watch this pass knockdown here. Palmer, I believe, number 7.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, Palmer put himself in position to come up with the interception. That's been Defiance's DBs have really done a nice job coming through.
What you got there, Randy?
So we have someone watching from Dallas, Texas.
There you go.
Let's go, Makari Biggums.
Silent N. So he probably can't make it to Frickers today to watch with us. Got a hold. This one's coming back regardless of what happens.
Oh,
that was a wicked shot, and there's going to be offsetting penalties, unfortunately.
Pope and Coltrane, who are going to be two guys that are going to combined.
And you can see the one assistant coach there telling him offsetting, because there was definitely a hold on the offensive line there, but that high hit. Unfortunately, he's going to nullify that penalty. And we're going to replay this down as the painful wait begins for the deliberation from the officials. Again, there's no doubt that there's definitely a hold. I mean, that's not a question. question probably is on the hit up high. Hopefully they're not thinking targeting a play like that, because that didn't look like a targeting type of hit. Officials taking their time to make sure they get this one right.
Yeah, I appreciate the officials have really kind of.
They're coming over to talk to the Jackets bench here, see what they tell Coach Nickel. If he's asking Coach Nickel, that has to potentially be a good sign for the Jackets, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, so we saw the signal of the hold.
There was definitely no doubt about the hold. What was in question was the high hit on the quarterback. There's the hold right there on Pope.
So we're going to see.
He didn't start a slide.
Coltrane
he wasn't sliding.
Yeah,
that's not a high hit. He pushed.
Shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, that's not a high hit. So I think you almost have to pick up that penalty. The first quarter comes to an end, and we'll have to wait and see, Randy, kind of what happens with that second flag after we take a break from the end of the first quarter. What you got there, Randy?
So we have proud parents supporting number 79 for Defiance, watching from Mogador. Keep fighting, Jackets. And they also thank Adrian College for today's video feed.
Can't say that enough. We appreciate Adrian College, ACTV, providing the coverage today. We'll step away for just a moment and come right back to give you some first quarter responses on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
You've finished your undergraduate studies. Take the next step and defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Earn your MBA or Master of Arts in Education degree. Plus, we offer school principal and superintendent licensure programs. 100% online. No GMAT or GRE required. No application fees, accelerated 8-week semesters, and affordable tuition. Nationally recognized for hands-on service and experience. Defy the ordinary with graduate studies at Defiance College.
And again, the first quarter stats on the screen. The Jackets, 5 first downs, 14 rushes for 92 yards, and 3 pass completions for 22 yards. Adrian College, 10 carries for 16 yards. You'll take that all day if you're the Jackets defense. 65 yards on 3 completions. A lot of that yardage came on one play. So, again, you look back at the way the game started with the onside kick recovery. That interception really kind of took the steam out of that one. But the Jackets have battled back nicely since then.
Yeah, and we're going to have a block punt to begin the second quarter here.
Jackets are going to block the punt, and they're going to be set up in primo field position. I believe that's going to be a goal to go.
Yeah, they're calling for a touchdown. That was kind of a high angle. Yeah, I think
they're
there's going to be
a touchdown. Touchdown, Jackets. So that second flag must have been.
I think that's what the long meeting was about, and I think the officials came up with the same answer you did.
Yeah, it was.
That's just in real time. When the officials had a bad angle, the officials now are taught, throw the flag, we'll talk about it, we'll get everyone's different view of it, we can always wave it off. It's easier to throw a flag and wave it off than it is not flag something and go to a coach and go, hey, you know what, we missed one.
Yep.
Yeah, so
and
it's
there's
easier
no
to do
instant
that.
replay, so it's not like, you don't get a second chance on that. So that's why, you appreciate the officials taking their time to make sure they get that call right. Extra point kick. High snap, ball down, kick is up, kick is good, and the Jackets take the lead 14-10 here on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network. Again, the Frickers scoreboard, 14-10 is your score. Randy, looks like we have a shout-out from a viewer today.
Yep, this is our year. Keep on, Jackets. Shout to RNO from Benji, and it looks like that is the only one, so slowly starting to come in.
They're matriculating.
Today.
Sweetwater Chop House is located on Eagle Rock Golf Club, open to the public 7 days a week. This is the spot for celebrating birthdays, anniversaries, company parties, or if you're just in the mood to come out to enjoy a mouth-watering meal and amazing signature drinks. The focus for Executive Chef Aaron Weeble is to maintain a scratch kitchen, preparing everything daily from sauces to breads, utilizing local area farmers for fresh vegetables and using our on-site herb garden. We take great pride in providing each of our guests a wowing experience. So 14-10 your score here in the Frickers scoreboard. Again, thank you to ACTV. We'll say that kind of throughout the broadcast, but you really can't say it enough, Randy. In order to make these Frickers road games count, you have to have a good feed from the home school. And, again, we've been very fortunate with that especially once we get into Heartland Conference play when we do these Frickers road games. It used to be the exception, and now it's the norm, and we're very thankful for that all these schools provide great footage.
Yeah, there's no big TV contracts like at the higher levels of football. You know, D3, you count on the home teams to really do a great job. And
it's a multi-cameras. We have an injured jacket on the field right there, and that's not a good sign. That's Isaiah Watts, number 1, who is injured right there. So there's going to be an obvious break in the action. Didn't quite see what led to that, but he's getting picked up and walking off gingerly, favoring that right leg. Going to get some assistance from the athletic trainers. So we certainly don't want to speculate, but it looks like he's definitely not putting much weight on that right leg right now.
No, he is not. I didn't quite see what happened there. I think
I
he's
didn't
just
either.
on the bottom of the pile going for the tackle.
Maybe just got rolled up on or something. So 14-10 Jackets your score. And again, I keep going back to that first possession. If they didn't overshoot that pass and just kind of stayed with the ground game, you never know. I mean, this game could be lopsided in the other direction. Handoff up the middle, cutting to the left. Nice gain on first down right there. Give him about 5, maybe 6.
I guess job with the cutback run. That one started to the right, cuts back to the left, finds a little bit of running room, set up a good second down for Adrian.
So second down and about 5, maybe 4. Actually, scoreboard shows 3, so a longer gain than I thought on first down. Probably the longest run of the game for Adrian College. Taking another shot down the left side right there. Knocked away, incomplete, and the official is they get the pass interference. As you can see, the jersey kind of pulled off the shoulder pads right there. Tight coverage, but maybe a little bit too tight on Boudoir.
Yeah, and he saw the Adrian sideline, the players and coaches.
A little animated.
Yeah, I didn't think they were going to get a call at first here. See what we can see on the replay. This ball kind of thrown high in the air. It hangs up there for a little bit. And, yeah, it looks like Boudoir might have either knocked the receiver down or got a little help.
Well, the nice thing, if there is a nice thing about a pass interference penalty, is it's 15 and not spot foul.
Yeah.
So you can throw that ball a country mile, but it's only going to be a 15-yard penalty. So that'll give the Bulldogs first and 10 at the 41-yard line. All 3 timeouts, but again, 14:05 left in the first half, so timeouts really don't matter at this point. Adrian College finds himself now trailing for the first time today as the Jackets defense looks to make an impact here. Wildcat run to the left side, or the right side of the offense, I guess. Short gain there, about 2, maybe 3 yards. And again, the freshman quarterback not afraid to use the legs as well. Both quarterbacks design quarterback runs so far with some success.
Yeah, and that's what we expected to see out of Adrian a little bit.
I think Adrian's trying to figure some things out right now.
Yeah, and not expected to be, like you said, kind of in the middle of the MIAA this year.
Offsides, this is going to be a free play. Might as well take a shot. Up top. Knocked away. Intercepted, but again, doesn't matter as this one's going to be an offsides. One of the Jackets defensive linemen moved early.
So we're waiting
we have
here.
2 penalties or just the one? Nope, just the offside. So second down right there. Randy got some shout-outs?
Yep, here's one from Connie. Shout out to right tackle number 77 on the Yellow Jackets, proud mama in Belpre, Ohio. go Jackets. And here's Deborah. Shout out to number 52, Aiden Burke from Naptown. I believe that's just next door over in Napoleon.
Plenty of time to make it over to Frickers for the second half.
Yeah, I would think so.
Second and mid. Pass, looked like that was complete. Kind of got wrong-footed. Did the receiver right there, and I think maybe that was kind of a little bit of an outcut as compared to thrown to the inside right there. The receiver kind of had to turn his body, and it kind of doinked off the shoulder and out of bounds.
Thrown to where the receiver is really going to have to make a special play to kind of haul that in.
And it's something that, you certainly don't want to just completely gloss over. A left-handed quarterback, different spin on the ball.
Oh, yeah.
So it is something to make adjustments to. But, again, they practice with a left-handed quarterback every day, so it shouldn't be as big a deal. Good job right there. I think he got the first down, though. Hit him behind the line, but he was able to kind of squeeze through and still get the first down. They got just past the sticks, past midfield into plus territory. Clock hits 13:05 and counting in the first half. Frickers scoreboard shows Defiance College up 14-10 on the Bulldogs from Adrian College. Again, you think about that game last week, 45-6 against Mount Union, one of the best teams in the country. Jackets, I think, tested themselves, and they've come out ahead on the other end of that. Run up the middle. This one's going nowhere. Nice open field tackle right there by the Jackets. I think that was Murat, number 8.
Yeah, Brian Murat really stepped up. He had a big game. I believe led the team in tackles last week against Mount Union.
So second down and 10, no gain on the opening run right there. Murat gets up, and he's back at it, which is always a positive sign. 12 minutes, 15 seconds to play here in quarter number 2. Frickers scoreboard shows at 14-10. Jackets lead as we have a stoppage. Nope, just a little bit of a delay there.
Adrian, not really much of a tempo team. Looks like they're not really going to try to go in a hurry. They just seem content, just kind of take their time, much like Defiance. Just kind of take their time, and they'll go 2-3 yards at a time, try to get downfield.
Yep. Run up the gut right there. They're going to continue to test this run defense, probably figuring that they're going to break one at some point. But, again, they're hitting just enough on the deep passes that the defense has to at least honor that, and so you can't just completely clog the middle with like 7-8 guys and sell out to stop the run. So Adrian's going to continue to use that run at least a little bit, but expect them to take a mid to long shot here pretty soon. Here's a third down at about 6, maybe 7. 3rd and 6. Timeout, Adrian. So Adrian's going to call a timeout. This is a pivotal third down for the Bulldogs. Again, 5 first downs to 4. And what you look at the rushing yards, almost a 3-1 advantage for Defiance College, 92-32. Does anything else kind of jump out at you though, Randy, on the stat sheet there?
The yards per play is a full yard in favor of Defiance. That's something you like to see, but the numbers, for the most part, look pretty even. Defiance with nearly a 3-minute advantage in time of possession. That really hasn't happened a lot down through the years. Looks like a few more shout-outs have come in.
All right,
here.
let's say hi to some folks.
So he watching from Daytona Beach, Florida. Let's go, Pope number 42, Defiance College. Let's go, we love you. Here is proud mother of freshman number 32, Anthony Sutherland. Watching from Cincinnati, Ohio. Go Yellow Jackets. And shout out number 9 for the Jackets, a.k.a. Jalen Ramsey.
I didn't know Jalen Ramsey played for the Jackets.
Well, that'd be good to have.
Yeah, that would.
Number 9's played really well so far.
Mid-range shot intercepted by the Jackets. What a catch right there coming off the up route. Jalen Red with the interception, Randy.
Yeah, Red again. He's had back-to-back strong games. He's really set himself up good, nice-looking senior. He's spent some extra time with this program, but Red is just going to really stretch out.
That's a great catch right there.
Yeah, nice job. They say you play DB because if you were better catching the football, you'd be a receiver.
Be a wide receiver, yep.
I don't know about that. That was a pretty good grab.
That was a pretty good grab right there. Yes, sir. Jackets take over after the turnover, 10 and a half to play here in the first half. Jackets up 14-10 is the old, I think you probably saw that on Thursday as well as everybody else. False start on everybody but the center, right?
Yeah, it's
everybody moved except for maybe two on the interior offensive line.
But the center can always see the center. If he forgets the snap count, it's different because he looks like he's the only one that knew.
1st and 15 after the 5-yard mark off right there. The Jackets go 5 wide here, an empty backfield. So we'll see if Ambrose is going to take a short shot. Nice open field tackle right there by the Bulldogs. That was number 7, Al Pipkins, the senior, with that nice stop right there, not allowing the receiver to get anywhere after the catch.
Is something that Adrian just hasn't done yet today. See Defiance, just the short passes, just trying to work their way, just to get the ball out of Jordan's hands. But short game didn't get much of it. I don't think he got much of anything, maybe a yard or so.
Ambrose run up the middle. Give him about, got the penalty yardage back, maybe a little bit more. So this will bring up a 3rd and 9 at the 34-yard line there. So that 5-yard mark off kind of set the drive backwards a little bit. But again, the ground game they don't really sweat 1st and 15 this year like they have in years past.
No, yeah, and that's
a good thing to have. It's a good job to overcome that by the offense this year. Is those penalties. Now, if it's a 10, 15-yarder, obviously a little bit different, but a 5-yard mark off, not as big a deal.
No, even before 3rd and 9, you'd be worried about this. Ambrose's pressure and just has to throw it away.
That one's caught.
Oh.
I thought he was throwing that away too, but he saw one of the players come down with it, and now it brings up an interesting decision on, as the Jackets are going right to the line of scrimmage. They may be going for this on a 4th and 1. They are going to go for it.
Thought maybe at first, you were going to try to get the tempo or maybe try to get Adrian to jump, but with the big bowling ball that is Freeman, that's what you like him for. Those short yardage situations, just straight ahead and got the first down.
Kahari hurt the freshman now in the backfield with Ambrose, and I like that's a gutsy call, but I like the call right there. You rush tempo, get him up on a 4th and short. That one just out of the reach of Wrecker, number 13.
Yeah, we saw Defiance tried to do that a couple of times against Mount Union last week. Tried it here again today, where Wrecker just kind of blocks and then releases. And you see Ambrose, he's rolled out each side now, right and left, and the tight end kind of goes with him, and the hopes is that he makes the catch and is able to turn upfield.
You got to think for a right-handed quarterback, it's harder to roll to your left.
Yeah.
Because then you have to turn your body around and throw kind of against the natural movement of your body, but that's the way the play was designed, so that's what you do. Option pitch right there.
Yeah, really late pitch, and I almost think this was a broken play. You're going to see it as look at he's going to go right there. Then Ambrose felt the pressure, and then we had 2 guys on him, then got rid of the football. So a nice job to turn something out of nothing, what could have been a loss. And Defiance now set up with a 3rd and
about 6.
Yeah, so I think it's somewhat manageable 3rd down play coming up here.
Over the middle to Wrecker, 1st down. Into plus territory, and one of the Adrian defenders looks like he's shaken up.
Yeah, Wrecker all of a sudden is becoming a threat in this passing game.
Ooh, he went low right there, Randy. I don't want to speculate, but that player went low right there, and that's usually helmet contact to the player, and that's not a good sign. So with the injury timeout, we'll go ahead and step aside. Randy, while you check with Ken to see if there are any shout-outs, I want to say hi to one of our sponsors, Aftershock Cart and Equipment. We are your one-stop shop for carts. We sell and service Yamaha, E-Z-GO, and Club Car. We have stock and custom carts, new and used carts, and a full line of accessories. We can build a cart to your specific needs. We also offer financing through Yard Card with rates as low as 3.99%. Stop by our indoor showroom or give us a call. We look forward to hearing from you for all your karting needs.
Yeah, we do have a couple shout-outs. Here's one from Paul Palmer. Let's go Yellow Jackets from the Palmer family, the family number 7, Sean Palmer.
All right.
Had the big play. And watching from Kingston, New York, shout-out to our senior number 23, Malcolm McNeil from Mom and Dad. We are proud of you.
That's great to hear from everybody. Again, the notes we got last week was that we hit all 50 states last week. So 50 states we hit, and we had some impressive viewership last week, and we have some pretty good numbers this week as play resumes and the Jackets get a nice run up the middle for a medium gain. Again, just, thank you so much for everybody tuning in on a Saturday afternoon. We know you have a lot of options, as far as viewing and entertainment.
Well, you know what it is.
We're happy you chose us today.
The one thing that we get advantage of on the road that we don't get, we love being at Caruso Stadium, but being here at Frickers, you get to kind of keep one eye on what's going on in the college football world. But, Jim, I do believe Notre Dame right now is in a weather delay with North Carolina State, so it's all those Irish fans. Hey, if our Irish aren't on, let's tune in and see what the Jackets are up to.
There you go. So it's not like every time a lightning strike gets an extra 15 minutes, right?
That's right.
So that's 15 more minutes you can watch the Yellow Jacket Sports Network. So
Hurricane in North Carolina? Don't worry about that. Come on, tune in. Watch the Jackets beat up on the Bulldogs.
Ambrose up the middle. Give him maybe a gain of 1. And, again, you're in that interesting yard-to-go situation where do you punt and pin them deep? Because obviously you're too far out. This would be a 60-some-yard field goal right here. So almost wonder if you go for it here. But maybe, again, 38, that's a 55-yard field goal.
If I'm the coach, I'm going for it because, one, my offense has proven that 6 yards isn't a death sentence. Mm-hmm. And my defense has proven that I can put them in tough spots, and they've bailed me out.
Yep.
So this is, to me, an absolute no-brainer.
4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. You got to think this is a pass play here. Ambrose going to take his shot. Going to wind up, and this one's intercepted by the Bulldogs as well. However, no return on this one. Good interception right there by number 4. That's Tolbert, the junior DB for the Bulldogs. So it's not as good as a punt, but the Bulldogs don't get set up with super awesome field position. Do we have another penalty on the field?
Yeah, same effect.
There
might be one on the tackle too. That was kind of an odd tackle.
So we'll wait and see what the penalty is coming off the interception right there. Again, a stoppage of play. Appreciate the officials getting together and getting the call right, but there's also the fan in me wants to
yeah, let's see.
Wants to move.
We're going to get a look at the replay here. I'm not sure where the flag was thrown at, because if it is a hold, this is just a simple decline, but this might be on the way of the tackle. It's kind of the way that he was thrown down. Makes me wonder.
We will wait and see on the mark-off right there. Adrian gets the ball. Looks like that can't be live, can it? Nope, that's the I was going to say, not that big a penalty. Would have been a 20-some-yard penalties. They're going back through some plays that had happened earlier. They re-rack the last play here.
Matching turnovers here out of the squads, so take a look at that one.
So, again, they're officials getting together. We have a dead ball, personal foul. Ooh, this is against Adrian. That's a first down Jackets right there. So I'm not sure what the penalty was, but I'll take it.
Yeah, there is some disadvantages to.
Maybe it's roughing the passer?
Yeah, there might have been.
So a 15-yard penalty, a personal foul penalty right there, gives the Jackets a breath of fresh air. And now they're moving the ball closer to, the ball was at the 38-39. This is going to be to about the 23, 24-yard line and another first down.
It's really going to work in Defiance's favor.
That's a huge penalty right there for
I did
Adrian.
not see what happened. And, again, we're at the mercy of ACTV, and we appreciate what they've been able to do with the feed. But I
didn't see it.
Yeah, I did not see. There obviously had to be a late hit or maybe some taunting after. But even something after the interception would have been – it'd still be Adrian ball, so there had to be a late hit or something done there.
Jackets run up the middle for a short gain right there on first down. It's a nice run by Kahari Hurt. Freshman getting some quality minutes here in this first half. And you can see Freeman out there, number 0. They're mixing and matching, and sometimes they're putting like I think in the pros they call it that pony look, the two running backs. So you're seeing that quite a bit as you see the jet sweep play here, strung out by Adrian. Nice job. That's a rough tackle right there, but no penalty.
Well, trying to teach Freeman to block, he tried to go there at the stretch play and see if ACTV runs a replay of that. It's
not much of a block, unfortunately.
Kind of whiffed on the block opportunity. But just
all the guys you figure would be up for.
You would think so.
Up for a block. I'll take you on. That's not a problem. So 3rd and long here for the Jackets. On the fringe of field goal range, but I think they're thinking another first down here. They got a ways to go, though, as we're at about a 3rd and 14. Ball at the 27-yard line. Ambrose rolls to his right. No pressure right there. Pass is complete to the 20. That would bring up about a 37, 38-yard field goal attempt.
Yeah, I liked what Defiance did there. They rolled out and found the completion, as that was Rome, the leading receiver. They came up with that, but you kind of broke that in half, and you gave yourself, or did they? Or they just 4th and 8. You see the scoreboard at the top of your screen, so you kind of give yourself an opportunity. And Defiance looks like it's going to leave the offense on the field.
Yep. So it's about a 37, 38-yard field goal from here. Must be about on the fringe of his comfort level. So I think they're probably checking in with the kicker right there and seeing, are you good? No, I think I'd rather.
You're trying to do some kind of football math for later in the game with the way that your defense is played outside of that long touchdown reception. You go up 2 scores and you're feeling, field goal, still in the 1-possession game, anything can happen, but you go up 2 here. And then you've really put yourself in a big situation.
And again, the Jackets, despite getting the onside kick to start the game, received the second half kickoff. So if they can somehow get this first down here and score, they could set up a double dip, so to speak, and get the opening second half possession. So it's not a bad position to be in when you're playing with house money. Up 14-10 right here with the ball and on the edge of the red zone, despite it being a 4th and long.
Yeah, some it's like defensive leaders here for Defiance so far, but really kind of like the way that they've played.
Again, there you see the overall stats, 102 to 32 on the ground, 150 to 97 in terms of total plays. The Jackets have run 9 more offensive plays than Adrian has. And again, you look at that one big pass. That was about 30-some of that 90-some yards. So Ambrose is going to take a shot over the middle. This one, pass broken up, incomplete. And that pass, they were going for Rome again on the crosser.
Yeah, Rome's a guy that they really have liked so far in the early part of the season. Good try. We'll take a look at the replay here. That one just read real well by Adrian. Yeah, Rome's going to be in the middle of the screen. It was open there for just a moment, and then that one was jumped and knocked away.
So good defense, credit where it's due to Adrian College. They hold. And Randy has some folks to say hello to who are watching today.
Yep, here is Let's Go Jackets. I'm proud of you, love and miss all of you. Miss Mercedes, former DC employee. Terre Haute, Indiana in location. Defiance football forever.
All right.
And Carolyn D. Flanders, go number 9, Jordan Ambrose, Defiance football team. Love Carolyn, mom in Tomball, Texas.
Stop and go route right there. This one is, they're going to mark it complete at the 43-yard line. That was a well-lofted pass. Again, he's putting a lot of air under each of those passes, but again, a little stop and go route right there was able to open him up and get him free down the left sideline.
Yeah, under
right
4
in front
to
of the
go.
Jackets bench.
I think under 4 to go in the half here, we might see Adrian kind of speed things up a little bit. Looks like one more. This one from Michelle, Defiance College Football, Dominic Barnhart, number 92. From Fort Wayne, Indiana, we love you. So, Fort Wayne, you can come on down and watch second half.
Just take 24 to Frickers. Not too far away. Get here for the second half. Again, thank you so much for watching wherever you're watching. Again, last week we hit all 50 states, which is pretty cool. Run to the left side right there and out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, helped that we had the number 2 team in the country as an opponent, and
yeah, that might
Mount
have
Union
something to do
folks
with it.
rather nice as well. So I had a nice conversation with the Mount Union radio guys after the game.
Yeah, good squad. They very complimentary of the growth of the Jackets program, and
Nothing like college radio. The college radio is something kind of interesting.
So about 3 minutes left here in the first half. Run to the left side. Jackets absorb this one after a very short gain. The run defense has been really stout today, Randy.
Yeah, DC defense, like you said, has done a really good job. They've stretched out a lot of plays. They forced Adrian just out of running room and have had to go sideline to sideline and just not being able to kind of cut upfield. Everything has been stretched out, and Adrian just hasn't been able to do much.
So again, 3rd and about 6 for the Jackets. This may be the last possession Adrian has in the first half. So they want to try to capitalize as much as possible. They trail on the Frickers scoreboard 14-10. Pressure coming. Quarterback has to scramble and step up. He's gonna get the nope. They're gonna mark him a yard short, but I think Adrian's gonna go for it here. I thought he had the first down, but the official came in, the far side official,
we're gonna see
marking him
the
a
far
yard
official here, but Raymond's gonna try to stretch out, and where he lands,
That's a tough spot by the official right there. It's gonna be a 4th and less than a yard, I believe, unless he was overruled.
Is Adrian discussing what they're gonna do here?
Taking their time. And I don't think it's a bad idea either, because if they don't get it, the Jackets have the ball near midfield with plenty of time. So if I'm them, it looks like he's going to run the play clock down to 1, call timeout, then they're going to take their shot.
Yeah, it is definitely the case here. Maybe they're thinking they can't afford.
So we're going to get a timeout, or did they get a delay game?
No, timeout.
Timeout, okay. I was going to say I wouldn't take the 5 if it's only 4th and 1. You're going to go for it, so you're not going to want to march backwards. Mark Moats Ford at our Ford dealership in Defiance, Ohio. We strive to provide you with top-notch service that no one else can offer. Whether you're a new or returning customer, you're going to be treated fairly and welcomed by our friendly staff. We believe in a family atmosphere, and that's because Mark Moats Ford has been family-owned for over 100 years. So thank you so much to Mark Moats Ford, one of our great sponsors today. Again, 150 now to 128 on this last drive. Adrian's starting to chip away at the statistics, but again, this has just been steady as she goes for the Jackets. Despite that opening interception, they didn't panic. They've just had a nice balanced game so far today.
Mm-hmm.
The run has really been what's been making them the money, so to speak. But when they have to, they're able to get some short completions to balance it out.
Yeah, I think they've kind of have picked up an identity, and they've really kind of figured out what exactly to do here. And this is going to be enough. That was going to be real close at first.
So on the pistol snap right there, he turns and hands off, runs right into the strength of the Jackets defense, their front. And he just gets enough on that 4th and 1, maybe give him 2. And he gets to the 46-yard line of Defiance College for a first down. 50 seconds and counting here, and we get a stoppage. see what the stoppage is all about. I believe once you get under, 2 minutes, then they stop the chains they stop the clock momentarily. That may be what they're doing right here. The clock might have continued to run after he got that first down.
That's exactly the case. They did put about 13 seconds back on the clock.
So first down for Adrian College as they trail 14-10. The Jackets defense looking to hold, and the Jackets will get the opening kick to start the second half. Pass, off the fingertips of the intended receiver right here, and this one would have been a gift interception.
Yeah, 2 chances. That one first.
Is that Palmer?
Chance to be caught, then chance to be intercepted.
No, Marat, number 8. So that one nearly intercepted by the Jackets, and that could have been a nice turnaround for Defiance College. Again, you think about the 2-for-1 opportunity right here. So the Jackets are able to get the ball back with any semblance of time, put a nice drive together. Could get a score here and a score to start the half. But, again, that one just falls incomplete, brings up a second down and 10. Man in motion, the tight end to the left side of the formation right there. Play action, stepping up, not going to get out of the hands. Was that Pope? Nope, that was not Pope. That was
I believe that was Dominic
48.
Harris, number 48. I think Harris, number 44, part of the
LeConte?
Yeah, LeConte.
Davidson
number 48,
LeConte,
yeah.
yep. We got a flag on the play. Late flag on the play. And again, the officials conferring.
Yeah, they've really kind of stretched out the end of this half.
As we'll wait and see what the call is right here. Didn't look like much.
Waiting for signal.
And sportsmanlike on the Jackets, that'll give Adrian a first down.
Yeah,
That's a bad penalty right there.
15 free yards as well.
So again, a field goal here would only cut the lead to 1, but time's quickly ticking away in this first half for Adrian College. They're going to need to kind of up the tempo with only 1 timeout remaining. Jackets cannot afford to keep giving them big penalties, though. Can't make their job easier. Snap, straight drop, taking a shot to the right side. This one incomplete. Jackets had the interception right there, but they say he came down out of bounds. So that was a nice job by Boudoir, number 9. Just came down out of bounds.
Jacket players still having conversations with the officials here as we have all sorts of things going on here.
I think that was just an incomplete pass. No penalty right there.
And it's still kind of like talking about what they were going to try to do. Because I think the Jackets were just dead uncertain, thinking they had an interception. That's a tough break. Let's see if that'll come back and help Defiance.
Fake the run. Dancing in the pocket. He's going to take off with this one. And he's going to be brought down close to the first down, but he stays in bounds right there. And Adrian does have that 1 timeout.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to use it
right here. They're going to have to use that, yeah.
That's a good play by Defiance, keeping the quarterback in the field of play. So force that clock to continue to run.
Again, he was short of the first down right there, so it's not like he got the first down and they get the temporary stoppage on moving the chains. He was about 1 or 2 yards short of the first down, Randy.
Yeah, it looks like a few shout-outs here. Let's go Yellow Jackets, number 74, Moultrie. Moultrie family, we are watching from Chicago. Thank you for broadcasting today. And I want to shout out number 65, Kendrick Blackman. My nephew, Go Defiance, watching from Fayetteville, Georgia.
So, again, that's the last timeout for Adrian College. They got their 10 points in the first quarter, have been held scoreless since. Jackets, again, slow and steady, 7 points per quarter to give them the 14-10 lead. And the defense now just really looking to kind of close the book on the first half, bringing up a 3rd and short.
Yeah, when you want to come up with a stop here, last thing you want to do is kind of give up a cheap one late. That's going to give Adrian the lead. Nothing insurmountable if Adrian manages to score here, but the way your defense is played, the last thing you want to do is, be the reason why you trail at the half.
Yep. It's all about momentum. Here's an interesting play call. He's going to try to get out of bounds, and he just does get out of bounds and gets the first down. That's a gutsy call right there, running with no timeouts.
Yeah, and you knew it was going to be towards the sideline as well. So Adrian is going to catch a break there. And looks like he's going to set up a first down here, but you're starting to run out of time, but you are close enough. I think inside the red zone, you're thinking shots at the end zone at this point.
Yep, ball's at the 15-yard line, the 1st and 10. And I don't think it matters to say that you can get a first down without a touchdown here. I think you're basically you're taking your shots, like you said. You're taking them to the end zone at this point. If the Jackets can tackle a guy in the field of play and stop him from getting in the end zone, as they may have just done that here. You said cheap touchdown. That's it right there. Was able to break, contain, get out. The lefty was throwing across his body right there. That's a big-time score at the end of the first half for Adrian College.
Yeah, just a scramble plays. They got Raymond out of the pocket and looked at first like he was going to take off and run, but is able to find an open receiver as they hit. It was a Kolowski again, and is able to go for the corner of the end zone, get the big score. It looks like Adrian's going to take the lead at the half.
Just before the end of the half, as the extra point is on its way. It is up. It is good. And that really changes things for the Jackets going into the half, as now you don't have really any time, so you get the kick, probably just take a knee and head to the locker room. But
yeah,
it's all about momentum at that point. You really were feeling good about the way that first half was going. You're still feeling good because you're only down 3, but you'd love to be up 4 with the ball coming your way.
Yeah, it changes complexion. Yeah, you're thinking 14-10, we come out, we get the ball, maybe we score first. We really put Adrian in a hole. Now you kind of – you gotta kind of be punching up to begin the second half, so to speak. 17-14, not insurmountable by any stretch of imagination.
No.
But you're coming out and yeah, if I'm Defiance, I don't try to get too cute here. I sit on this, I take a knee, and I head into the locker room.
We'll see what the Adrian kickoff team does. Usually this is about the time when you don't see a deep kick, you usually just see a squib kick,
right,
and then you figure somebody's just going to fall on it. But again, we'll see how both teams choose to play this kickoff right here. Pop up. Out of bounds. So that'll give the Jackets the ball at the, I believe, the 40. But again, with only 5 seconds left.
Yeah, if you got it at the 40, and if you like Jordan's arm, maybe you cut one loose, see what happens. Maybe you get a PI and you set yourself up 15 extra yards. This should be an illegal touch, illegal kick, yeah.
So the kickoff, I like the idea of a pop-up kick right there, a short pop-up kick,
yeah,
but just not executed right.
Try to get your guys to run underneath it, and you give yourself a chance.
I'm going to mark it at the 35, not the 40 right there. So that's probably a kneel down, I would guess. But we'll see what the Jackets elect to do. It looks like they're going into kneel down formation. And that's what they do, and that'll bring an end to the first half. Fricker's scoreboard shows the Adrian College Bulldogs on top 17-14. We're going to step aside, and then we'll be back with some first half stats. Get you ready for the second half on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
Defy the ordinary at Defiance College, a leader in STEM career training, science, technology, engineering, math, with strong focus on hands-on research, internships, and field experience. Spend the summer conducting real research with faculty in fields like exercise physiology, water quality, data analytics, and much more. personalized advising and mentorships for students pursuing health-related careers. Explore STEM and defy the ordinary at Defiance College.
And welcome back. It's halftime here at Frickers in Defiance. Jim and Randy bringing you some Defiance College football today. They trail 17-14 at the half. And Randy, your initial takeaways from the first half, a pretty entertaining first half of football.
Yeah, good first half for the Yellow Jackets. Hated to see that touchdown that they gave up late. That one was a backbreaker. You fought back. You fell down early on the interception, battled back, took the lead, gave up that late touchdown. But you like to see the fight in them. Defiance beginning to find an identity running the football. You saw Freeman kind of straight ahead. We saw Deisler come in, kind of shake things up, trying to stretch plays a little bit, get things to the outside. So a lot of good out of the Yellow Jackets. 3 points, not insurmountable in the second half.
No, I mean, they trailed, I think, 10-0 before they finally got on the scoreboard in that first quarter. And so, the Jackets have shown they're a pretty resilient bunch. I think that's just another sign of the growth of the team. Down double digits, not really sweating it, continuing to go to the running game. And the running game has really paid dividends for them in this first half. Kenny, if you can call up some halftime stats, we'll take a quick look at some halftime stats, and we'll kind of see, what jumps out at us right there. As you see a little bit of the defense, you see there's the offense, and there's the total team stats. Pretty much even on the ground as far as the rushing attempts go. However, the yardage still considerably in favor of Defiance College, 101-59. Where Adrian College has made up the difference is through the air, 102 passing yards compared to 48 for the Jackets. Only 5 receptions, so about 20 yards a catch for Adrian College through the air.
Yeah, they've thrown it up 13 times, so it's beginning to see the pattern of why the average per attempt was as low as it was. Is it's pretty much just chuck it downfield. There hasn't been a short passing game for Adrian. It's just been dumping the ball downfield and letting your guys go and get it. And Defiance has done a pretty good job of keeping that deep passing game in check so far.
And what a difference one play makes is, that would-be interception by the Jackets down by the end zone that was waved off for being out of bounds. Ultimately, that possession leads to the go-ahead touchdown for Adrian College in the first half. And if the Jackets pick that one off, it's probably 14-10 going into the half, and you got a lot more momentum when you get the second half kickoff.
Yeah, and like you said, Defiance is gonna have the ball to begin the second half. Looks like they're just about ready to go already here. So fairly quick halftime.
Yep. Service Master by McCann, keeping Defiance College in pristine condition, does more than create a good first impression. It also boosts productivity and keeps your employees safe and healthy. At Service Master by McCann, we understand how important a clean and safe environment is, and our cleaning experts work tirelessly to provide customized cleaning and disinfecting services to offices, businesses, healthcare facilities, and other spaces throughout Defiance. Thank you very much, Service Master, for your sponsorship of the Yellow Jackets Sports Network. So the second half kickoff getting ready to go. And again, we want to thank the folks at ACTV for the use of their footage today. And I want to thank Ken Reeker, our producer extraordinaire. And remind folks, if you want to give us a shout-out, Randy's done a great job keeping up with the shout-outs so far today. You can reach us at defiancewebcast@gmail.com. Shoot us an email. Let us know where you're watching, who you're rooting for. And oftentimes we get family members of the student athletes out there. So if you want to give your student athlete a shout out, we would love to help you make that happen. So defiancewebcast@gmail.com is how you reach us. Get ready to start the second half as Adrian leads 17-14 on the Frickers scoreboard. We'll see if they try the same trickery as the Jackets did at the opening kickoff. I think the Jackets are pretty much they're pretty well dialed into the possibility of it happening.
Yeah, you definitely have to think that's a possibility.
So the second half kick getting ready to go from the 35. They tee it up. Another short kick. Good coverage, but decent starting field position for the Jackets as one of the up men catches that one coming back, and that was Yamil Cruz, the freshman running back. Either that or Crosby. The freshman DB, regardless, the freshman made the play.
It kind of a straight-up kick, just popped it up high in the air, and no fair catch called. Still decent field position, at least for the Yellow Jackets.
Again, these freshmen playing on special teams, you give them an opportunity to make an impact. They're not going to call fair catch in all likelihood. They're going to go ahead and see, I'm going to go ahead and see what I can do with this thing. Ball doesn't get in my hands very often. I'm going to make a play.
Dude, you're right. That's.
I'd probably do the same thing, I think. Even the coaches told me, just pop up, fair catch. I forgot. I'm sorry, Coach.
Guys that a year ago were probably the best player on their team in high school and coming in here and kind of lost in the crowd.
Ambrose with a run up the middle on what looked like a busted play right there. Might have lost a yard as it brings up 2nd and 11. And Randy has some folks to say hello to.
Yep, it looks like I might have lost the.
He broke your
there
phone.
We
Ken.
go. Nope, now we got it. Hey, watching from Newport, Arkansas, my great nephew, Chris Young, number 28.
Nice.
Thanks for making it possible to watch the game. Go Yellow Jackets from Jackie Donaldson.
Pass complete and a big first down catch right there on the sliding grab by the Jackets. Check out this instant replay here. Watch that sliding grab along the sidelines. Great job.
Yeah, knee came down. Knees is good. Just in the college game, just 1 foot needed. So.
And you don't have to rush to the line on a play like that. There's no instant replay, so it's okay.
Right.
If the official said you're good, you're good.
Yep.
Ambrose up the middle for 6, gets him close to midfield. And again, the Jackets really making some nice chunk plays on the ground. They continue to do that here in the second half, but a nice pass play to soften the defense up a little bit.
Yeah, one more shout-out. Watching and wishing good luck, number 28, Chris Young, from Mom and Family, Newport, Arkansas. So looks like back-to-back Newports. And shout-out to my grandson, Asia Molador. Big A, love you, from Tammy.
Plus territory for the Jackets off that run. Gets them just past the 50 to the 49 of Adrian College. And bring up a 3rd and 4 on this opening possession of the second half. Both teams with their full complement of timeouts. Jackets give up that late touchdown in the first half as they now trail on the Frickers scoreboard 17-14. And the home faithful looking to make a little noise here, keep the Jackets from picking up a first down. Freeman goes in motion, but they are, that one's a little too tall. Defender jumped the route on that one, so probably not a bad idea to airmail that one.
Yeah, just a bit of a timing, Roddy. It was a fake and throw, and that's all based on timing, and the receiver has to turn around quickly. And, yeah, that one could have been disastrous as Adrian kind of snuffed that one out pretty well.
So the punt unit comes on, and I think this is a good call here, given a 4th and medium. You want to pin Adrian back probably inside the 10 and let your defense continue to work. Again, a bad snap led to great field position in the first half for Adrian College, but this one is going to bounce into the end zone. So nice kick, but unfortunately you take 20 off of that and you give the Bulldogs some decent starting field position with their first possession of the second half.
A good idea trying to pin in Adrian deep to begin the second half, but just a little too much. Yeah, that turf, it just bounced and it took a roll Adrian's way, goes into the end zone.
Yep, a little more of a line drive kind of kick than a skied kick right there. So missed opportunity for the Jackets, but again, the defense has played pretty doggone well so far here in this contest. And Adrian with their first possession with the lead, 17-14. Again, they jumped out to a 10-0 lead here in the first half before the Jackets stormed back and took a lead going into the half. Running play goes nowhere. In fact, he might even lose a yard back to the 19. So good interior defense once again by the Jackets. They found the running to be pretty difficult against this defensive front.
Yeah, the front four Defiance has played extremely well, especially against the run this afternoon. And Adrian's had to get pretty creative. It seems like the most successful plays have been with Brady Raymond, their quarterback, kind of being able to scramble around, which, looking at the numbers last week against Elmhurst, is something that Adrian likes to do.
Jackets need to get pressure on him to keep him from being able to cut those scrambles or design runs to the outside. Again, there's a pressure. Got him down for no gain. Give him a short loss on the play. And an excellent job by the Jackets defensive front right there, and also specifically by Dominic Harris, number 44, to wrap up the quarterback for no gain.
Yeah, big sophomore lineman looks like he's going to be the next good one. We talked a lot about Richard Pope. Pope's going to graduate this year, and they're going to need someone to step up, and there's a couple bodies there. We've talked a little bit about what Davidson LeConte Jr.'s done as a sophomore, and Harris is a sophomore. So it's like guys that could give the Jackets a couple solid years of football.
3rd and 11 here in this opening possession for Adrian of the second half. Jackets go 3 and out and kick. And we have a delay a game against Adrian College on that 3rd down, so that'll make a 3rd and 11 into a 3rd and 16.
Yeah, it was kind of an odd place. It looked like Adrian was just hoping that Defiance was going to jump, and a very odd situation. You see that on a 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 4, but not really a lot on a 3rd and long. Great open field tackle.
You and I thinking the same thing at the same time as Boudoir comes up from his DB spot. We get a penalty on the play.
Yeah, looking over at the DC sideline makes me think this is going to be on Adrian, and if you're Defiance, you decline this and set up a 4th down.
Illegal substitution. Nope, this one's going against the Jackets, but it's only a 5-yard penalty, so it'll be a mark-off of 5, so that delay of game penalty gets nullified, and it brings back up a 3rd and 11 right there. Expect to see something maybe similar on this 3rd and 11.
I think so.
Just trying to make something happen on this play.
We haven't seen like a screen or anything short out of Adrian yet today. Another one. Everything's been downfield like that.
Incomplete. Nice coverage right there by the Jackets. And that pass incomplete, intended for Koloski, number 10. So Adrian unable to get the 1st down, and they'll kick this one back to the Jackets, and the Jackets should be set up with decent starting field position after this punt. Got to figure they'd have this ball around at least the 40-yard line, maybe even closer to midfield. Ball spotted at the 18. They're going to run a fake. And he's going to be well short of the 1st down, and the Jackets are going to take over. Not a bad play call right there.
Yeah, you got to do something to kind of mix it up, and that one read really well right in the middle of the field as Anthony Williams, a sophomore linebacker, number 46, kind of the rover there in the middle of the field on that safe, kind of a prevent almost with the punt safe. Make sure something like that doesn't go for a big play. Able to come up with a big stop. And now, if you're Defiance, you got to turn this into points. Yeah, you got to cash this in.
I think one of the things that the Jackets typically do not do on the punt coverage unit is they don't usually sell out for the block. And so I think that was to their advantage in that one, as Freeman goes up the middle and gets about 8 on 1st down. Again, it's so hard to stop Tyshawn Freeman once he starts going north-south with a head of steam.
If I'm Defiance, I'm serious. Like, I'm lining up doing that every play till he's in the end zone.
Yep. Run it till they stop you. There's no need to get cute with it. Just go ahead and keep ground and pound. Wrecker in motion. He's going to be there to block on the right-hand side. He's going to cut back. Freeman's going to get the 1st down and more inside the 15, pushing the pile down by the 10-yard line. Yeah. Again, the officials let him do it, so you might as well see how far you can go.
And you called that one too, Jim. It was started by Cole Wrecker. Cole Wrecker, just the lead blocker there. And Freeman, you mentioned it before, being patient. A lot of guys you see, they want to go, and they're going to run right past their blockers. Freeman did a nice job holding up, gave Wrecker the opportunity to be that lead block, and now good fake by Ambrose to keep this one up the middle.
Ambrose continues the leg drive. Gets inside the 5-yard line. This is a goal-to-go situation for the Jackets, and now I think it's touchdown or bust right here.
Yeah, I would just power football straight up the middle. Don't get too cute. Don't try to do something outside of your comfort zone. Don't do anything that.
No trick plays.
Yeah, Adrian's not going to give you. They've shown that they're going to give you yards up the middle. So If I'm, I would even, I feel like you could just shout it out and, hey, we're going to run the ball right here.
Yeah.
And just let them go right at
I'm
it.
thinking of shouting it out from Frickers and Defiance right now. Just if they could hear me and Adrian, run the ball.
Hey, we're good. It's this hole right here. It's this gap. Right,
There's
just like
Freeman.
that.
He's down to the 5 and the touchdown. Touchdown Jackets. And the Jackets take the lead back as Tyshawn Freeman. That was all run on that drive off the failed fake punt. And there's Freeman right up the middle. And again, you hit him high, hit him low. It doesn't seem to matter. Freeman's still going to lean forward.
It looked like there's someone had him around the ankle, and Tyshawn able to just lean forward, use that big body, able to stretch out across the goal line, put the Jackets back in front.
Zeke Sanchez coming on for the extra point attempt. Kick is up. Kick is good. And the Frickers scoreboard shows a very happy 21-17 Jackets lead. Sanchez looked like he switched numbers from the roster.
Yeah,
it looked like a number 10, but we have him down as a number 90. But he's number 10 up top, and he's number 1 in our heart.
That's
so
right.
There you go.
You never know. Maybe left it at home. I don't know.
Yeah, I just put a little white out on the 9 part of it and made it into a 1. So it's 21-17 your score. And again, now we're looking at a little more domination, 132-58 on the ground. And the way this game is going, Jackets could easily put up 200 yards on the ground before it's all said and done.
Oh, easily, yeah. They might have 200 by the end of the third here. But that was an impressive drive, and that's one thing that we haven't seen a lot out of Defiance. You got the stop. Adrian tried to get cute, the fake punt, and a big way for Defiance to cash in, and not even just kicking to the field goal, but able to just straight ahead power football, get the touchdown. So the Jackets, with the big touchdown, put themselves back in front.
So 21-17 your score on the Frickers scoreboard. 195 yards total offense for the Jackets, 166 for Adrian College. Both have run about the same number of plays in the 40s. But the Jackets have the lead on the scoreboard, and that's the number that matters most, 21-17. Get the kickoff going to the 14-yard line, kind of a line drive, but Adrian unable really to make anything happen with it as he gets tackled short of the 30-yard line. You get a little bit of talking at the end of that play, but let's just go ahead and get back to the sideline right here before anything happens. We do have laundry on the field. We'll see if that's a hold against Adrian on the return. As Adrian will get the ball after the Jackets touchdown. And that's a hold against Adrian, and that will be marked 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And that'll be first down for the Bulldogs, but not before they mark that one back inside the 20, closer to the 15-yard line. So kind of a back-breaking penalty. Again, bad starting field position for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it wasn't going to be great field position to begin with, but they're going to be pinned.
And
they might have called that a personal foul on something. That might have been a 15-yard walk-off.
It was either 10 and a spot foul or it was 15 and a personal foul, but you got it. That was a long walk back. They were closer to the 30 on that first down, so 13, 14-yard line is where the Bulldogs will start this possession. Now trailing. You talked about not seeing a screen pass. Well, there's your first screen pass of the day for the Bulldogs as they get that one to the left side, and they get a nice chunk play, about 6 or 7 on first down.
Yeah, it was a good time for one.
Jackets not really selling out for the blitz either. We talked about them not really selling out for a punt block. They don't seem to blitz a lot as a defense either. They play solid coverage. The D-line gets pressure, but not too much, as far as blitzing goes. Nothing terribly exotic. Here's a first down run to the 26-yard line, so a little bit of success, about 5 on the ground right there for Adrian as we have a Jacket shaken up at the end of the play. Helmet off, and in a little bit of discomfort there. Don't catch a number. Look like one of the D linemen for the Jackets. As we wait for the training staff to come out and take a look, Want to say thank you to the State Bank. State Bank provides a full range of financial services for consumers and small businesses, including wealth management, private client services, mortgage banking, and commercial and agricultural lending. Operating through a total of 22 banking centers, 19 in 9 Ohio counties, and 1 center in Fort Wayne, Indiana, with 23 full-service ATMs. We have 5 loan production offices located throughout the tri-state region of Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan. Thank you very much to the State Bank for your sponsorship of the Yellow Jackets Sports Network. Get the player to the sideline safely, and hopefully we'll see him back in short time. But the Bulldogs get a run up the middle. Probably about one of the better runs they've had right there.
Yeah,
5 or
it's
6
been
yards.
one of the more successful ones. Just kind of straight ahead. Hasn't been the bread and butter of the Bulldogs this afternoon, but a good job staying ahead of the chains there.
And if I were to guess, that was probably run right to the spot where the defender who got injured just went out. So you had a backup come in, and it looked like one of the either the nose or the one of the D linemen for the Jackets that was injured. Just didn't get a number on that, so we apologize. Second and mid, another running play. This one stopped for a short gain, give him maybe a yard to the 33-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 for Adrian College.
Yeah, it looked like the Bulldogs are going to be successful stretching that out. That was going to bounce out, go to the outside, and Defiance once again was able to contain that, keep that to a gain of just 1.
So the run defense of the Jackets, pretty strong so far. Again, you'll take a 2 or 3 yard run most plays. It's still going to bring up a 3rd and long, as here's a quarterback run, and he's not going to get anywhere close. In fact, he's going to lose a yard or 2 on 3rd down right there. So good job by the Jackets defense taking care of Brady Raymond for really no gain, and now 4th down, they got to punt it away.
Dominic Harris, number 44, once again stepped up and was able to track him down from behind and hold him up long enough. And you know, after that fake punt, you'll probably see just the starting defense stay out under the field here. And I don't know if Defiance will even be in a shape to return any punts the rest of the game.
Can't say as I blame them either, as this will take a friendly roll, and it'll finally be downed. Is that the 25-yard line? I have to get my bearings straight here. 21 or 20 or 25, we'll see. Looked like they mark it at the 20. So Jackets will take over on the 20-yard line. That trick never works, Randy. It's kind of like when you're bowling,
right?
And you want the ball to curve. Like, I can't throw a curve in bowling, but I can wave the ball over with the best of them. It doesn't listen.
It's like when you're putting and you're just 6 inches short, you just blow on it and you hope that it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, it has 10 seconds before I have to touch it again, so it might roll in. You never know. It's 6 feet short, but it might roll in. Ambrose rolling out to his right. No pressure. He can run with this one, and he's gonna get the 1st down and then some. Out past the 30. Nope, they're gonna mark him out of bounds at the 30, so it'll be very close to that 1st down.
And that's Jordan Ambrose at his best right there, and that's the one thing we didn't see him do against Mount Union last week, whether it was the containment for Mount Union or we saw that big wrap on his leg, and it looks like that's healed up a little bit. But
yeah, that's a good call. I don't see that this week.
Yeah, him being able to just roll out and run has been a big help to this DC offense. They say there's a fumble. Is Adrian players saying they got the football, but I don't see anything.
No, that's Freeman. They're thinking they knocked him short, but I think they're going to give him the 1st down, actually. He held up the fist like it was 4th down, but it was only 2nd down when he was running the ball. So even if he gets stopped short, it's 3rd and 1, not 4th and 1. But the Jackets get the 1st down as you see the chains moving ahead. He needed the 30, got the 30.
Yeah, this is kind of unfamiliar territory for Defiance, but even here in the 3rd quarter, the clock is your friend playing with the lead.
Oh, yeah.
Just, run that football, let that clock run down.
And force them, like you said in the 1st half, you just, you keep running that play till they stop you.
Yeah.
I mean, the same thing applies here, that you're getting 4, 5, 6 a carry. Just keep running the ball.
Yeah, one of my favorite things to say in sports is we don't have to reinvent the wheel here. We don't have to get cute. We don't have to try to do all these things. Let's line up. Let's do what we do best. We found what we do really well, and that's use our big, bruising halfback to run the football, and let's roll out our quarterback and let him make plays, and that's exactly what Defiance has done so far.
And then they turn around and throw the ball to Cole Rucker for a first
Yeah,
down right there.
and
But
again, that's something that we've seen here lately that's really been effective.
And, there's nothing wrong with mixing a little bit of pass in, but again, you've had a couple of interceptions, I think, so far in this game. It's soften up the defense so they can't come up to the line as Ambrose makes a nice adjustment on the RPO right there. He's going to try a jet sweep, and that jet sweep would have been stopped for a big loss. So Ambrose rightly pulls that ball in and takes off. Gets a nice gain on first down on what could have been a big loss.
Yeah, he's made a couple of really smart decisions with it. Had the one that only went for a gain of about a yard, but it looked like the option pitch as well, where he kind of waited as long as he could to get rid of the football. But done a really nice job. But again, with these small gains, it keeps him ahead of the chains.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather see 2nd and 5 instead of 2nd and 9 or 2nd and 10.
Handoff up the middle. Close to that first down again. It looks like they're going to give it to him. Gets the 46, and the 46 is exactly where he needed for the first down. The chain gang moves, and another first down for the Jackets.
You'd be amazed what 5 yards of carry will do for you.
And how quickly it wears down the defense.
You're right. His 5-yard carries turn into 7, turn into 8, turn into 12,
and then
turn into 15.
And then turn into a house call. Because basically your offensive line is saying, we're going to dominate right now, and it wears down the defensive front. And then if you can get that halfback into the second phase of the defenses, here's Ambrose again with a keep. And that's exactly what you just said, Randy. That 5 turned into a 10-yard run, 11-yard run, and another first down for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, and again, Adrian biting. We saw that second time in a row. We saw the stretch play, run to the left. You saw someone come in, take the guy out. That's one less defender. Saw it again. Stretch play, ran to the right. Adrian went with it. Ambrose able to go up the middle.
And Ambrose has really made some great decisions with the football today. I mean,
Yes.
I know the interception was a high throw. It was one that he definitely liked to have back. But, again, I look at the way he's running the RPOs, keeping when he needs to keep to avoid a loss. He's doing some great things with the football today. Here's Freeman up the middle, give him about maybe 1, maybe 2 inside the 35 to the 33-yard line where it'll be 2nd down and 8. Clock continues to churn as we're under 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. And the Jackets are up on the Frickers scoreboard, 21-17. So 2nd down and 8 for the Jackets. Again, I don't think that's anything to worry about. They really don't seem to sweat the small stuff this year.
Yeah. No, 2nd and 9, knowing that, if you're going to run, you got a high probability of, 4, 5, 6 yards. You'll take 3rd and 3.
There's Freeman bulldozing up the middle inside the 30
so you're
to
looking
the 29, so a 3rd and 4.
Yeah.
Again, you might be thinking 4-down territory, so you don't need all of it in one play. It's 47, 46-yard field goal from here. I think that's a little outside of Sanchez's comfort zone. So again, you're thinking more than anything. Watch that time tick off.
Yeah, that's the big thing is you're playing keep away at this point.
Yep.
You'd love to see a score would be huge, take a 2-possession game, but you've been really successful and
taking a shot, throwing it out of bounds. Probably a good decision right there. Is that maybe a play you do knowing you're going to go for it on 4th down?
I think so. That was going to be it. You're going to take the shot at the end zone, see what you can get there. Adrian at some point, you talked about it at halftime, Jim. At some point, they're going to come up and they're going to sell on run protection, and you're going to see guys start to creep up, and your DBs are going to start to come up a little bit, and that's when you hope that some of those passing lanes will be open. We saw Wrecker a couple of times kind of cross the middle, and that's what you hope for is you come in and really sell out on defending the run. Just a little too much.
Sailed it a little too much, incomplete. Had an opening up the seam right there, but threw that one a little bit too tall. I think he was going for Tawan Rome, number 6. And that'll turn the ball over for the Jackets. Watch how close this one is as Rome. You see him in the slot to the right. Makes the in cut. He's open. Just a little bit too high on the touch right there. And when he's missing, he's been high on his misses so far today. So that's, you give credit where credit's due. He's making some great decisions with the ball. But also, the one of those things you can work on, Randy, is, going a little high with the passes.
Yeah, I get a shout-out here from Cynthia. Keep it up, our senior number 51, Andre Almore. Love Mama in Mableton, Georgia.
We got a penalty flag on the play, so if you have another shout-out, we certainly have time. I'm not sure if we do or not, but...
Let's see what we got here. Oh, one just came in, as a matter of fact. Number 77, Gabriel Bookman, watching at work. Go get him.
This one's going against Adrian on the hold. We'll see what the Jackets do. I'd go ahead and march him back 10 yards. 1st and 20 is, as opposed to declining it and saying 2nd and 6. I don't think there's any question. I'll take the penalty yardage on that one. So that'll back the Bulldogs up 10 yards. And it'll be a 2nd and very long for a team that has shown they can pick up some nice yardage on some big downfield throws. And it's not like you're in any kind of desperate situation right now if you're Adrian College, but you're feeling the pressure, I think, a little bit right now for your home crowd. You want to perform, but the Jackets are outperforming them so far today. Pass incomplete, going to the right side. Different quarterback, a right-hander in now. So again, the receivers have to make another subtle adjustment to a right-handed passer instead of a left-handed passer.
Yeah, and it looked like that one was underthrown. The receiver did a nice job, kind of stopped and made an adjustment, just unable to hang on to it.
We'll get the number and the name of the quarterback in just a moment.
Well, they have number 6, Mark Lopez, listed as the 2nd string. At least down there too deep, but it cannot from that view. That's a tough spot to see who that is at quarterback.
So 2nd down and long. Fake handoff, quick out. Pass is complete, but again, doesn't even get the penalty yardage back as it's going to bring up a 3rd and very long for Adrian College. Nice defense right there by the secondary to keep him from turning that one upfield.
Yeah, first time we've seen a short passing game out of Adrian here, so it's going to be a different look for the Bulldogs for the rest of the way, it looks like.
Again, not sure what the circumstances are behind the quarterback switch, but as both teams make substitutions, that rule now that if the offense makes subs, you have to give the defense time to respond. So you can't make subs and then run tempo as well. Both teams are square, 11 on 11 on this 3rd down, and that is number 16 behind center, and I do not have a 16, so I apologize. But it doesn't matter because the Jackets take care of the young quarterback way behind the line for their first sack of the game. That is number 6. Randy, you got it right, Lopez. And he is unceremoniously brought to the turf by the Jackets pass rush right there. Big time to get a big play by the Jackets. Bring up a 4th down to kick.
Pressure up the middle. Lopez saw it coming, just was unable to get rid of the football, and I don't think Adrian's going to get this punt off in time. Looks like quarter's going to come to an end.
Depends on the wind whether they want to hurry it or not. I think they're just going to say, nah, go ahead and take it to the break. So that's what we're going to do. We're 3 quarters in, and we're going to step aside. You're watching Defiance College Football on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
Discover, engage, formulate, initiate, defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Defy, with a unique 4-year focus on career readiness, experiential learning, and 95% plus career placement. Want to serve? 100% of entering students defy the ordinary by engaging in community service with nationally recognized community-based research and service programs. Undergraduate studies you love with personalized experience you want. Defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Apply to Defy.
Metzger's is your marketing solutions provider, specializing in multi-format commercial printing, cross-media marketing, and fulfillment services. At Metzger's, we thrive on providing innovative solutions and quality service. We invite you to tour our site to get an idea of the tremendous range of services we offer. Again, that's Metzger's Printing in Toledo. Thank you for your generous sponsorship of the Yellow Jackets Sports Network. Randy, what you got over there?
Oh, looks like we got a couple more shout-outs here. Here's one for Jessica Mack. Just simple. Let's go Jackets.
There you go.
We agree.
Yep.
And hollering from my Jackets, my nephew, Cooper Slow, number 23. Hello to his parents who are in the stands watching from the panhandle of Oklahoma. Again, go Coop Dog.
Yep. That's awesome. DefianceWebcast@gmail.com. Thank you so much for tuning in today and for giving us those shout-outs as the Jackets get a little bit of pressure on the punter that time.
I'm confused. Were they watching from the stands? Because that's impressive. That's dedication if they're
50,
at the game.
45. He's going to get blindsided on the hip, but holds on to the ball, and they're in plus territory. Laundry on the field, though. I think this one's coming back, Randy.
See what? Oh, I thought we were going to get a replay here. And it's, usually a punt returner kind of changes his direction. The blockers aren't quite sure what's going on here. Let's see if we can see what happens.
Block in the back right there.
Yep, there's going to be trying to pull off. It just came up with a hit.
And that was at about the 41-yard line, so that'll mark them back. So the Jackets get a really nice return, but then you see the laundry and you understand why the return was as nice as it was, unfortunately. That block in the back, probably not necessary, but again, you're in the thick of it. You're just trying to make a play for your team, and that block in the back will back them up a little bit, and they'll start in their own territory with the lead, though, 21-17.
Yeah, and if you're the Jackets, let's take about 5 minutes here. Let's run the football and score another touchdown and really make it difficult for Adrian to come back from 2 scores down with about 10 minutes to go.
Force the Bulldogs to become really more of a one-dimensional team than I think even they would like. I think the Bulldogs, if they can hold the Jackets here to a punt or a field goal, still one possession, they're able to run a balanced offense. Ambrose, quick pass. Hit right away. Good job holding onto the ball right there by the Jackets for a short gain on first down.
It's still a safe, short pass. Not a lot of yardage there, but it keeps the clock moving, and it kind of keeps Defiance, somewhat on schedule. He picked up
about 4.
About 3 or 4. So.
Yep. Credit Bidwell on the tackle right there. Good sure stop. No yard after catch. 2nd down and 7. Passing over the middle right there. He will be a few yards short of the first down. They'll mark him at the 35. Needs to get to the 37 for the first down.
Yeah, trying to, Rome, again, one of their top playmakers, get him the ball in space, hoping that he'd be able to turn upfield and make something happen. But, 3rd and 2 with what Defiance has been able to do running the football is going to be something they can manage to do here.
Have to think the Bulldogs, we've teased it for a while, but as far as selling out for the run, you got to think this is probably a play where you see everybody loaded within about a 7-yard gap. I like that play right there. The Eagles run that a lot.
The handoff and the push. Yeah, that was a
not
good
that Freeman needs the push, but again, just to be safe, I'm going to go ahead and give you just a little heave-ho.
No, it's a good idea, and enough for the first down.
And they didn't sell out for the run right there, so I'm a little surprised by that because I think everybody could anticipate run up the gut. You only need a couple. Don't get cute.
Well, this plays and the pass plays director have kind of set up for it, where everyone's going to sell. Record kind of runs in that seam. You see it, right about where that Adrian College logo would be at. Be a good spot for Record to end up all alone in the middle of the field. Maybe we'll see it right here. Watch. He's going to stay in and block.
Freeman
might end up at the Adrian logo by himself.
Somebody lost a hat at the end of that one there, but watch it. And good luck to the secondary right there. Lowering the shoulder,
takes the contact and still moves 5 yards.
Better you than me, my friend. I am not lowering a shoulder to take on Tyshawn Freeman. I will extend my right hand and shake his hand, and I will say, yes, sir, you are a good running back.
Yeah, I'm getting out of his way. Yeah, you are absolutely right about that.
Yeah, if he's running towards me, I'm getting out of the way. Yes, sir. So 2nd and 1, they'll mark him just short of the first down. Play action. Can't afford a loss right here. He's going to run, and he's going to get a first down and plus territory to the 47-yard line of Adrian College. Good job by Ambrose right there to step out of a would-be tackler and pick up enough for a first down and then some into plus territory.
Yeah, great job scrambling and keeping that drive alive. That was one where, again, kind of that hobbled leg was tough to do against Mount Union, but different competition and a week for Ambrose to get a little bit more healthier really paid off for him.
Yeah, it's making me wonder kind of what that situation was, because he definitely looked hobbled last week, and now he's moving a lot better on that leg. So not really sure as we get a jet sweep left side. Breaking out of a tackle to the 40 and close to another first down and maybe a late hit out of bounds. Oh, but we have Laundry back by the line of scrimmage. Do we have... I don't really see a hold right there. But I see what looked to be a late hit out of bounds. A belly-to-belly suplex right there, but they're going to go ahead and call a hold against the Jackets. Sure looked like a suplex out of bounds at the end of that run.
Yeah, it did. I did not see... Oh, defensive hold.
That
okay.
makes a lot more sense.
Nope. We're going to...
He faked us out.
Change sides. We're going to...
Hey, it's early in the season for everybody.
I'm good. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going.
It's holding. On who? On somebody. So they're going to mark this one. Is that a spot foul? Or from the line of scrimmage?
Well, we're still, yeah.
Because he
Defiance is lined up ready to go. Yeah, Jackets aren't quite sure what's going on. The official's holding the football. Now we're going to move it.
10 yards from the line of scrimmage will make it a second and 11.
We do have our roving reporter, Jim Funderburg, there. I suppose we could always get him on the horn and have him tell us what's going on.
I think he'd tell you there was no hold on the play. I think just pick up that flag like they were doing in the first half. As you see Lopez, again, warming up. Have to think he's probably coming back out. But, again, the need for the quarterback change.
Oh, both of them played in the opener last week as well, so I think it's just a thing. Yeah, two freshmen. I think neither one of them is kind of, outright won the starter's job.
Right.
So
that's fair.
It just kind of makes me think that both guys get a little bit of playing time until one of them's able to kind of take control of the offense and be the number one guy.
Again, practice is one thing, but how else are you going to know until you get them out in game situations like that? So Adrian running a platoon of sorts at quarterback. Jackets, play action, Ambrose, clean pocket, going to take his shot down the field into double coverage. This one's going to go way over the head of the intended receiver at about the 5-yard line. So nice throw right there, but unfortunately just a little too far out. And again, double coverage by the Bulldogs.
While we have a minute here, it looks like we got a few more shout-outs. I'm watching all the way from Nevada. I want to shout out all my brothers, Richie, a.k.a. Richard Pope, Mr. Macari Bingham's, Bashawn Palmer, Thomas Coltrane, Jordan Ambrose, Daniel Boudoir, Mike Martin, Brian Morant, Zay Watts, and Dejan Bethel. There's another one. Let's go Yellow Jackets from Cody in Indianapolis. And shout out to number 79, Asia Molador, from his grandma and family in Akron.
Up the middle, fumbled, got it back, or was that a helmet? Nope, that was the ball did come out, but Ambrose fell on it right there. So a nice third down call, third and a long distance for the first down. Called a quarterback draw and got a lot of it back, puts them in a interesting position right here. I'd have to think you kick this one away, though. It looks like the Jackets are keeping the offense on the field, but it'd be tough to give Adrian the ball near midfield. I think you're going for the win right here, but there's still a lot of time left. 4th and 6.
Third down.
Third, okay. That makes a lot more sense.
Now first down.
Well, would have been a first down. Now I thought he turned the corner for a house call right there. I was getting ready to throw a touchdown call on the board. Rome with the catch right there. And again, you've said it multiple times today, and you're on the money. Give the playmaker the ball and let him do some stuff in space. Nice curl right there to take it back inside, get a lot of extra yards, and almost took that one to the house.
Yeah, you're calling plays in the first quarter to set up this kind of drive in the fourth quarter where, you see tendencies and you go, okay, they do this because they're going to do this. And now you're seeing receivers come open just a little bit more. And a big play on third down here. And really, you run a couple more minutes off this clock here.
Freeman up the middle inside the 20, close to the 17-yard line. So about 7 or 8 on first down. We do have a flag on the play. This one might be coming back.
A good opportunity for the latest shout-out that just came in. How about keep running hard, Sean Freeman, from your grandfather in Macon, Georgia?
You have a lot to be proud of, sir. Tyshawn Freeman is really showing us some things today. Unfortunately, this one coming back from the hole, but Freeman has really been putting in some work today. And I agree with you that I like the idea of giving him 20-25 touches.
Oh, yeah,
and just kind of seeing what happens, because you got to think that defensive line is going to get worn down. Credit to the Jackets' offensive line. They've done a great job today. Again, a 1st and 20 here, but Freeman's really been making some good things happen. Short pass, curls inside to the 20. He slips down at the 20 right there, gets the penalty yardage back, and then some.
Own guy kind of got in his way there on that pass play.
I think if I'm the guy who caused it, I just don't admit it. Wait till film session, and then maybe just kind of sit quietly in the back with my head down.
Yeah, it was.
Don't say I'm sorry right in the moment.
Trying to get out of the way, just kind of not 100% sure where his
sneak back to the huddle and
going.
Hey, good run. So about an 11-yard gain right there brings up a 2nd and 9. So a 1st and 20 to a 2nd and 9. That, again, you just can't say enough good things about the Jackets and their composure in these drives. Deep shot to the corner. One-handed catch for a touchdown. What a catch. Watch this one-handed grab in the back corner. Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there. Got both feet down and got the touchdown. Was that 89 Washington?
Take a look at this one more time. Yeah, I can't quite read the number on that.
Either that or it looked like an 88 or an 89. That might have been Hollingsworth or Washington, but both young players. All that matters is that 7, and that is a thing of beauty. So if you're watching with headphones right now, I apologize. The extra point is up and good, 28-17 your score.
Yeah, they're saying Hollingsworth.
That was a 50-50 shot. We got it right eventually. Appreciate the assist on the screen right there by the official scores and by Ken Reeker, our producer. That's a highlight reel catch right there.
Yeah, that was a top 10 type play, but throwing it to where your guy can go get it and a great one-handed catch in a corner of the end zone. Yeah, these numbers are really gonna stand out there. Yeah.
All of a sudden now the receiving yards, the Jackets have the edge there too, 130 to 122. And again, we talked about they'd get over 200 yards on the ground. They're there, 208 to 55 on the ground. 42 rushing attempts for 208 yards, so 5 yards per carry, almost on the nose. 19 first downs. That's I think the HCAC needs to recognize what's going on here. This is a put them on notice kind of game by the Yellow Jackets. So great job of mixing the pass and run. That throw was just a thing of beauty for the touchdown right there. But again, the ground game sets up the pass in this case, and the offensive line cannot get enough credit for the work that they have done.
Yeah, it's been just a great day for Defiance College. This is just, you said it, the people in the HCAC are going to get the film, or they're going to take a look at the highlights, or they're going to see this, and they go, oh.
I wonder if we have the personnel to handle a faster Tyshawn Freeman.
And again, this is an Adrian team picked, much like Defiance, to finish
middle of their
conference.
Yep, exactly.
Fifth in a 7-team league, so fifth might be closer to the bottom, but still, this is a team that is going to compete in the MIAA that we always hear is maybe slightly better than the HCAC, but
yeah, I think the upper half of the MIAA is pretty formidable. But I wouldn't sell the HCAC short. I know that those two conferences do like to play out-of-conference games against each other early in the season because of their proximity. You have a lot of Michigan schools. You have a lot of Ohio and Indiana schools, so that tri-state area makes for some pretty easy travel for a lot of these Saturday afternoons before you get into the conference schedule. Here's a run up the middle, and it'll get him a couple yards right there, but not much.
Oh, got some shout-outs, Jim, and I think a name that you might remember, Jaquan Janvier.
Oh, yeah.
Former player. But let's finish strong, Jackets. That one-handed TD was filthy from the Jackrabbit.
That was unreal.
And here is Francisco watching from Mexico.
All right.
Shout out to D'Angelo Espanola and Zeke Sanchez. Go Yellow Jackets.
Quarterback just has to get rid of that one right there, and that's a live to fight another down kind of play right there by Lopez.
So we are now transcontinental. Oh, and more continue to come in. Am I reading this right? Watching from Dubai? Let's go Yellow Jackets, and a shout-out to number 2, TC.
All right.
What is it,
Thomas Coltrane gets a shout-out.
Middle of the morning in Dubai right now?
Something like that. How many hours ahead as we get a stoppage of play and we get a timeout by the Jackets on this 3rd and 7? Yeah, just making sure you get the alignment right, because really if you get a stop here and you force a punt and get good field position, I mean, you're in the driver's seat. I don't want to say, anything more than that.
Yeah, you're looking at 28-17, so if you get a stop and say Defiance scores again 35-17, you're still technically two-possession game, 15 points, makes it a touchdown and a 2-point. But this is going to go a long way, considering, you want to talk about, it seems like since we've been together doing these games, the thing I've always talked about for Defiance is taking the next step. Well, it was, becoming competitive was kind of the first step. And then hanging in with teams for 4 quarters. And then it was winning games. Remember, when they were winning games, And the one game with Bluffton was the blocked field goal gave them the win. Right?
Yes.
They scored, a special teams touchdown and a defensive touchdown. All right, when's the offense going to come in? It seemed like every game that they were winning were these 3- and 4-point games. When we got one here, we got a double-digit lead, a chance for more. So it's kind of that next step for Defiance, not just, winning games or holding on or barely winning. This is one where I don't want to say dominating.
Oh, what a catch.
Nice catch there. But ones where, you're kind of in control.
Defender looking for a push-off right there, Boudoir, but no flag on the field. This is just a nice pitch and catch right here. And an equally good catch by the Bulldogs. Unfortunate for the Jackets that wasn't taken to the house. Scramble out, pass complete to the Jackets side. Another flag on the play. This one's probably coming back. So we'll wait to see what the infraction is on this call right here, but judging by the body language, I have to think this one's going against Adrian. So mark this one back, I believe, 10 yards. And I'll bring up a 1st and 20. So again, that Jackets defense starting to get the push on the quarterback, starting to make him scramble, maybe take him out of his element a little bit. Instead of just kind of sitting back clean in the pocket, the Jackets are starting to get that push and force the issue a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see what we haven't seen Lopez a lot today. See what he's feels comfortable doing. But definitely loves unloading the football.
And that's what you're going to have to do, really.
Yeah, nice ball fake right there and able to hang in there and deliver a football.
What a hit at the end of that throw.
Taking a big shot there.
So that one just out of the reach of the receiver. Bring up a 2nd down. And again, that was going for Townsend, number 3, who's been the receiver on the near side of the screen the last couple plays. Caught the big pass, was the intended target of that pass. And it looks like we might have a couple more shout-outs, Randy, as we wait for the play to get called in by the sideline.
Here's one from Amber Go Defiance, proud of our freshman Brian Godlians. Mom and Dad saying hello from Aurora, Colorado.
That one falls incomplete off the shoulders. A little bit too much heat on the fastball right there.
So here is someone watching from Wasion. Alyssa, let's go Defi. And we have number 56, make that tackle from your father.
I'm gonna let Dad handle that conversation.
Yeah, I don't think
I'm not
I'm
gonna go tell him to make that tackle. I'm just gonna say good tackle. I'll wait till after you're done and tell you good job. So 3rd down and long for Adrian, and what's almost 4 down territory here. Passes incomplete. Good coverage right there by the Jackets. That was once again Boudoir on the stop, and it's 4th and 20, and another flag. Stop me if you've heard this before. Personal foul. Roughing the passer, an easy 1st down on a 3rd and 20 right there. That's a tough one.
Yeah, we're going to see if we can take a look at this one again, but a tough break for Defiance as Lopez got rid of the football. And,
so a 3rd and 20 becomes a 1st and 10, and even after the penalty yardage, still wouldn't have got him the 1st down, the 15-yard walk-off right there, but Adrian keeps the ball, and that's the most important part as they trail on the Fricker scoreboard 28-17. Good tackle. Might have a procedure penalty against Adrian.
Yeah, where that flag came from, it makes me think maybe there was a receiver lined up in the neutral zone. Yeah,
either in the neutral zone or that whole so-and-so covered up so-and-so on the side, one of the two, one of those types of penalties. And I'm not a very good lip reader, so I'm just going to say it's a 5-yard penalty as we see the
he's
wide
not
receiver just looking at the sideline right there. I love it. Oh, we're going on 1. Okay. Well, it's not a penalty to not pay attention. I mean, the coaches don't like it. Coaches will say I'm not a fan. Pass is complete to the 40-yard line, 39-yard line right there. That one was to Paterno out of the backfield, the running back right there. 2nd down and long. Clock continues to roll, under 8 minutes to play here in the ball game. Low snap, picks it up. Blasted, the ball comes loose, Jackets have it. Might have been Pope on the stop right there, got the quarterback from behind.
Yeah, Lopez looks like he's ready to unload the football here, trying to step up, see the arm cocked, and then someone comes up, knock that away. That's like 44?
That was either Pope or that might have been Harris, number 4, Dominic Harris, number 44. What matters most is that's a Jackets turnover in plus territory, and that brings an end to that what could have been a potentially promising Adrian College drive right there. Penalties, though, really did Adrian in on that one. So, I mean, they didn't do themselves any favors on that drive.
Yeah, good comeback for Defiance. Had the roughing the passer in the 3rd down, would have forced a 4th down. Way to come back, force the turnover, and still get the ball back. And now, if you're Defiance, you're thinking about salting this away and using that running game.
Yep.
Maybe not giving Adrian a shot to even touch the ball the rest of the night.
Fake jet sweep. Another flag on the play. So this one's going to back them up 5 yards. We're looking for a jet sweep right there, or a fake jet sweep. And you got to think, again, this is all about time management at this point. Adrian College does have its full complement of timeouts. Jackets, I think, are going to be more than happy to run as much time as possible off this clock and really just try to run a 7-minute drive. Whether it gets in the end zone or not, just run the time off at this point. So you got to take care of the football first and foremost. So 1st and 15 here for the Jackets. Again, they're running that jet sweep look. Instead, they keep it with Ambrose. Ambrose gets most of that penalty yardage back. They're going to give him the 5. It'll bring up a 2nd and 10, close to the 45-yard line. Again, he's made great decisions today on those RPOs.
Yeah, he really has.
A lot of credit where credit is due. Ambrose has played a really solid game. The Jackets, of course, in no hurry now on 2nd down. Probably a little too far out for Adrian to consider using those timeouts yet. As Freeman goes in motion. Ambrose with another keeper up the middle. Gets the 1st down into plus territory to the 46-yard line. Ambrose is a tough customer. He knows he's going to take a hit at the end of this run.
Yeah, better job by Freeman. He serves as the lead blocker, kind of the quarterback draw play, and just straight ahead for Ambrose and falls forward and gets enough for the first down.
That's a big-time run right there. And a first down, and again, taking the time off the clock. The most important thing is we dip down to 6 minutes and counting to play here in the ballgame. Fricker's scoreboard still shows the Jackets up comfortably 28-17, but one more score might be just what the doctor ordered. Freeman up the middle, cuts it to his left. First down and then some to the 30, inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Another big-time run, and it's just body blow after body blow after body blow for the Jackets.
Yeah, no one's going to touch Freeman until he gets to the second level, runs past, be an ankle tackler, uses a stiff arm, and still takes about 3-4 bodies to bring him down inside the 30.
Yeah, I just don't think an ankle tackle is going to make it happen. I think you
got
to go at least 2 players have to go low and try to take the thighs out. But even then, you're doing it at your own risk.
Yeah,
Freeman, a very strong runner. So, I mean, you're left with basically what do? You can't tackle him high. You can't go around the ankles. If you try to tackle him around the legs, you just get run over. So, I mean, good luck. They figured it out on that play right there. D. Lyman was able to just wrap up and fall down. That's probably about the only way you can stop him at this point. Give him maybe a yard, so it'll bring up second down and 9, but now we're under 5 minutes to play in the ball game. Still the Jackets up 11, 28-17 on the Frickers scoreboard. Again, patience by the Jackets. There's no reason to do anything other than run that play clock down as far as you can. Pitch to Freeman, left side. Bounces off a would-be tackler, and they get him out of bounds, which is a big job right there for Adrian. Oh, they're going to say that his progress was stopped inbounds right there. So no favors by the officials, really, because they drag him out of bounds, but his progress was stopped right there. And the officials, you see him waving the time, so
yeah,
no break for the Bulldogs.
Clock is the biggest thing Defiance has got going, just letting that clock run.
Yep. Third down right here, third and long. Still probably out of field goal range right here, but again, you're thinking time. You're not worried about anything really more than time right here. If you put this one in the end zone, great. If you get a first down, that's even better, frankly. Ambrose over the middle. Knocked down, good defensive play right there by the Bulldogs. Going for the quick slant pattern right there and unable to make it happen, so it'll be fourth down. We'll see what the Jackets decide to do. I think you're out of field goal range, so you might as well just keep the offense out there.
Yeah,
you can't punt from here.
A couple more shout-outs here. Here is Trayvon Green. I'll shout out all my brothers on defense football team. Let them know that this is their brother, JC, watching all the way from Egypt. And let's go number 15, Dalo, all the way from Miami, Florida.
How about that? Egypt? Dubai? I love it.
Man, Mexico?
Ambrose going to cut it back. First down and more inside the 10. A goal-to-go situation. And that may have just taken care of the ball game right there as Jordan Ambrose breaks the hearts.
Looking to throw, nothing there. So he's going to take off and run. Knows where he needs to get for the first down. He's able to cut up field. And it's just, again, the first person that makes contact for Adrian hasn't been able to bring anyone down for Defiance.
No, and there was a guy in the secondary for Adrian College, did not catch a number, I apologize, but he caught him flat-footed, and then he faked him to the outside and cut it back to the inside, and the defender he froze. And he was the guy who was basically, that was his assignment right there on that run because there was nobody blocking him. So Ambrose with some nice moves right there as he gives the little push to Freeman, and Freeman trying to break out of that ankle tackle. Was able to drag him a couple yards and gets him down to the 2 in this goal-to-go situation. Again, Adrian has not burned any timeouts yet, and I'm kind of surprised by that, but they're probably thinking it's inevitable that the Jackets are going to punch this one in. At least that's how it's looking. I know I'm a little biased, but the run game has been so strong today. Adrian just hasn't had an answer for it.
Is thinking you're going to save him for offense? I don't really. At this point, you're going to be down 2 touchdowns. Just thinking that you're going to have to get a stop.
Freeman up the middle. Short. That's fine. if they're not going to burn a timeout, which I think they have to at this point, surely they're going to burn a timeout here, you would think. But they're not. Wow. I'm surprised by that.
Yeah, I am too.
And if you're the Jackets, you get stopped short, that's not a bad thing. That's 40 more seconds.
Yeah,
you
more
can
time
just
you can
stand
run.
there in the huddle and wait for the play to come in. If they're not going to call timeout, then that's okay. Let the clock run. So 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. Take a guess. What do you think they're going to run? I think run the ball. And Ambrose walks it into the end zone untouched. And that should pretty much take care of today's ball game as the Jackets put this one in one more time. 34-17 on the Frickers scoreboard with the extra point set to come. I would have guessed wrong for the record. I would have thought it had been Freeman, but that's not a bad call with Ambrose. Yeah. So Sanchez comes in for the extra point attempt. Snap down, kick up. That one's blocked. Don't let him take that one. Well, I don't think you can return those. So
it went
that
past
one,
the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it went past the line of scrimmage, so it's a dead ball. So you see the push coming off the right side of the defense right there. Guy came in kind of untouched right there, so there's something you need to kind of button up if you're the Jackets. But, again, 17 points, and that's a 3-possession game, so that should just about do it for the Jackets. In what's been a very impressive, look at that middle of the screen right there, almost 400 yards of total offense, 269 coming on the ground.
Yeah, it's been a big day offensively for Defiance. You see there, 22 first downs. Jim said it, 269 rushing yards, 5.3 yards per rushing attempt. 14 of 24 is effective for 130 yards, so just 75 plays to 54 for Adrian. You see the number way down on the bottom, time of possession, 35 and a half minutes to 22.
That's directly correlative to the strength of the running game today, and that's you see the Jacket faithful behind their bench right there. They have reason to celebrate in what's been a very dominant performance. We talked before the Mount Union game about scheduling Mount Union as a team, but it wasn't the worst thing in the world for this season. I mean, for this season, you got to see how strong the Jackets were, and despite only scoring 6 points, you and I kind of both left thinking, they're better than a 6-point team today.
Yeah.
They showed a lot of stuff, and they put a lot of it together today. The dominance of the offensive line in the run game is something that we had hoped we would see for a while now, and it really came to fruition today.
Yeah, really good effort out of Defiance here. No,
Is he going to call him down?
Yeah,
Nope.
he's
He's going to call him down.
Yeah.
Near fumble right there for Adrian College on a nice return, getting him out past the 40-yard line to the 41. And the Jackets will come back out on defense, but not a whole lot of time left for Adrian College. And again, I'm scratching my head a little bit about the time management for Adrian College.
Yeah,
not calling the timeouts when they did.
They thought that it was going to be it, I guess. I mean, there's not really a whole lot other you can think about, but trying to save as much time as you can, they elected to just let Defiance score and really put themselves behind here with 70 seconds left.
Got to think now it's all about taking shots. And the Jackets can sit back and play almost a prevent defense every down and just run up and tackle, and that was a great sure-handed tackle by the Jackets. Good job by Boudoir on the stop right there. And again, you can see the cushion. They're not going to play press coverage the rest of this game.
No, yeah.
Force them to throw it underneath.
They'll give up all those short routes in the middle of the field.
You can take the 3-yard chunk play all you like, because 3 and 3 and 3 makes 9, and that's short of a first down. So you have those 3 yards. 3rd down and medium for the Bulldogs. Pass rush, taking a shot, almost intercepted by the Jackets right there. Good stretch out by Vashon Palmer, almost made another great catch.
It looks like one final shout-out coming in here is a great win today, Jackets, says Jessica. Also, great work play-by-play, you guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for watching.
And I'm sure she meant to say great job producing, Ken.
That's implied, right? It's implied. We'll tell Ken thank you a bunch of times as soon as we get off the air. The pass is complete for a first down. Thank you, Ken. Great job. Ken Reeker, our producer extraordinaire, and
Now the
Adrian calls
Bulldogs
the
use the
timeout. As the game clock running down, we're under a minute to play. About a minute to play. It says a minute 10 on there. So, again, almost 400 yards of total offense for the Jackets. Adrian will get this drive, and it will kind of inflate their offensive totals a little bit. But, again, this is a you-can-have-it kind of drive for Adrian College. Not that the Jackets are going to just let them, hit a big play down the field and score, but they're happy to let them get those underneath routes. Try to keep them in bounds, force them to burn the last couple timeouts they have, and salt away that victory. And victory number 1 today, Adrian with the loss would fall to 0-2, and both teams are getting closer and closer to conference play. One more Frickers road game next week, I believe, Randy, and then we have an off week.
It's is it Kalamazoo?
Yep, Kalamazoo, another MIAA squad. So we get pressure coming in, and that'll take care of that. Sack way behind the line of scrimmage right there. Pope, I believe, in on the action to get him down. And a few other Jackets join the party as well. So that'll take care of it. That was actually the final play of the game, Randy, who we got as a shout-out right now.
Yep, so Jaquan Janvier, great win all across the board.
Yeah, it was. That was a great team win. The defense gave up one big pass play, really, and it looked like, the defense was going to be tested. But, man, that secondary really stepped up after that. A couple of pass touchdowns, but, overall, again, strides, progress, and they're putting this thing together at just the right time this season.
Yeah, great job being able to go on the road, get an impressive win, get a Search Your Will, played really, really well, and just a good, solid road win for the Yellow Jackets this afternoon.
So the Jackets get this one over Adrian College. And Randy, final thoughts before we send her home?
Yeah, pretty much said everything. Good win, and good to see them kind of assert what they're going to do. We've seen the offensive identity out of the Jackets now. They've found something with the ground game. We saw Freeman get some carries. We saw Deisler come in and get some carries. Saw Hurt come in and get some carries. So beginning to see what this team is able to do. The secondary for Defiance, again, gave up the one touchdown early, but looks like they played well. Didn't call Thomas Coltrane's name a whole lot tonight.
No.
And I guess that's a good thing.
But the rest of the defense really just
I guess
stepped
that's a good thing that he doesn't, he doesn't have to be a tackling machine. You love it when he gets involved, but a big way to get a win here, and probably the best-looking Defiance College win that they've had since we've been a part of this.
For Ken Reeker, our director, producer extraordinaire, I'm Jim Bellamy, joined by Randy Roberts. For Defiance College, I want to say thank you to Garrett Mansfield and Tiffany Sellers for their support today, and also Jim Manley from Frickers for the hospitality. Cannot say thank you enough to the folks here at Frickers and Defiance. Your final score, 34-17. The Jackets win, and they go to 1-1 on the season. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you next Saturday for another Frickers Road game on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.